There we go. All right, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday morning. Do I even need to ask? Do I even need to ask how everybody's morning was? How everybody's weekend was? I feel like we all had good weekends. Well, most of us did. We all know who didn't. We all know whose weekend was fucking catastrophic. Who just had the worst week, cartoonishly evil weekend. Cartoonishly cursed weekend. We all know exactly who that was. Maybe we don't know what the oranges are for yet. Well, maybe we do at this moment. We do know what the oranges were, actually. June told us it was for flavor and shit like that. So we even know what the orange is for. Everything has been put into place that it needs to be. Anyway, I was very curious as to what I was going to be talking about this Monday, because I knew it was going to have something to do with Jeremy. I knew it's kind of impossible. It's kind of impossible that whatever I was going to be talking about was not going to involve in some way the quartering. It was kind of inevitable. Jeremy made that an inevitability for all of us. I can't get away from this fat motherfucker. I can't. I really don't want to talk about him anymore, and I was planning not to, but he keeps going. Just recently, he decided to delete all of the episodes of the podcast he made with Count Dankula and Bearing. And Count Dankula and Bearing are pissed. Like, they're actually upset. They've been very nice. They've been very generous. They've been very understanding, if you will, about the quartering, deleting he just got rid of it. He says, oh, wow, guys, somehow, I don't know what happened. Somebody took out the channel with all the TISM episodes are on it. Just as people are looking through it, just as several of the detractors, including the Kino Casino, are going through old episodes of the TISM, using the Geralizer and shit to analyze what was the most retarded shit he was saying. It's just like Be Your Own IT. He had to get rid of any evidence that he could that Be Your Own IT was a thing that he was affiliated with. He had to do it. And in the end, it still didn't work. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen as soon as the Geralizer became a thing. I told you guys, okay, because of the Geralizer, now that we have this thing that lets us critically analyze and just examine all of the dumb shit that Jeremy Hambly has said over the years, it's basically an inevitability now that eventually he's just going to start deleting shit, because that's the only way. The only way out is for him to just delete and run away, because he's never going to take accountability or change anything, right? So it's just a fucking domino effect of him just destroying everything. And it's his own fault. If he would just chill the fuck out, if he would just relax and stop acting like such a fucking autist, if he would just like calm down, right? And just start putting well, maybe it's actually too late. It might actually be too late for putting the slot videos in the bag to save the day anymore, because even the slot videos aren't making the same amount of views they used to, and he has no Rumble contract anymore. And every time he goes live, doesn't get any viewers. He has no Hannah Claire. He has no Melanie Mac. Melanie Mac might not be coming back by choice at this point. Before, we were suspecting that he had no Melanie Mac because he couldn't afford to pay for Melanie Mac anymore. At this point, Melanie Mac might just be jumping ship like Hannah Claire looks like she's planning to. So it's all fucking collapsing. And it's all like self-inflicted. I used to say that the downfall of Review Tech USA was possibly the most easily preventable downfall of any big YouTuber ever. Well, the quartering has now surpassed that. He has now taken that prize from Richard Masucci, because this is now the new most preventable downfall of any major YouTuber ever. He just like option C, like I said in my video, right? You got option A, you got option B. Both of these aren't perfect options, but they're better than picking option C, which is just the fuck my shit up option. He's just fucking mashing the shit out of option C, just punching that bitch, stomping on it, just to see what would happen. Like he wants to destroy everything. Like he wants to do a flip off a bridge. Maybe that is what he wants. I don't know. Maybe that's what all this alcoholism and drinking and pulling up ad nauseum for years has been. He's just trying to end it all, but he's too much of a bitch to just grab a noose and just get it over with quickly. Anyway, that's been fun to watch. Anyway, we're going to be watching. Let's see. Well, first off, let me put you guys on. Wait, what the fuck is that? Oh, there. Let me get that out of the way. There we go. Okay, so this is the stream VODs playlist. This is where all of the VODs will go after this one is done too, except for the ones we're going to do on Kick. And I do have a stream. I do have a Kick exclusive stream that I'm going to be doing sometime this month, right? So the Kickers can look forward to that. You can only watch this one on Kick, and that's because it's going to be about an individual. It's going to be about the stream's going to be about an individual who loves to flag people. One of the most notorious, possibly the most notorious flagget I've ever fucking seen. So in order for me to do this without like fucking up my YouTube channel, I'm going to have to do it on Kick. Now, after I'm doing it on Kick, you guys can like take the VOD, upload it on YouTube, monetize it, chop it up, whatever. You can do that with any of my content, like I say every time. But yeah, that's just how we're going to have to do it over there. Matt Jarbo. Oh, no, not Jarbo. Matt Jarbo. Matt wouldn't dare flag anybody anymore. He knows better. He already knows, right? He'll still make excuses. He'll still make excuses about it. No, not Quantum either. You guys will see. You guys will see. It's been a guy I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Thermanator. Thank you for $1.99. How was the weekend going, everyone? APX Velcana. Thank you for $10. Chrissy committing career self-deletion and Venti stacking W's on the disingenuous garden tool adjacent this weekend was a glorious thing to witness. The Me Master, thank you for $5. I thank Quarter Planet for exposing me to Kino Casino. Triple P and Mr. Worski are extremely hilarious. Canadian gamblers are on another league. Doom Studios, thank you for €5.99 euros. Another 50,000 posts on Jer in the trending page talking about him. Suffer Jer. Yeah, this has been the most the quartering has been trending on Twitter in a while. And it's always about him doing something dumb. Just always about him doing something very, very stupid and unwise. Anyway. Today's subject of the stream is going to be this channel, this forgotten channel of Jeremy's, Me Versus Me. This is a vlog that he was doing. And I said in my documentary that Jeremy was always trying to make money. He was always trying to monetize shit on the internet. But there was this one brief period, right? This one brief period where most of his hobby channels were more about him trying to find a way to have fun with his hobbies on YouTube, and making money, while still a priority, was a secondary priority to him, feeling good about himself. And this is possibly the peak of that, where Me Versus Me was purely just a channel for him to for self-development. Basically, this was a self-development channel that wasn't about coaching you to feel good. It was about Jeremy coaching himself to feel good. Now you can see right here, 2013, 610 videos, just 10 videos. This dude went 10 videos deep until he immediately gave up on this self-development shit, right? You go to all the other channels that the quartering has ever done. You'll see dozens, hundreds, thousands of videos. But when it comes to Me Versus Me, when it comes to the channel that was about him losing weight, about him drinking less, about him getting his shit together, he couldn't even last 10 videos. Even if this shit got monetized and he was making money off of it, it probably wouldn't have helped, right? He had to give up. He threw in the towel almost immediately. And so we're going to go through all of the videos on this channel. It won't take us very long, right? We're going to go through all of the videos on this channel, and we're just going to We're going to look at this little, it's a very small window where Jeremy realized that he had a problem. He realized that he was the problem, and he tried to fix himself. He's like, damn, I'm a fat fuck. Damn, dude, I drank too much. Damn, man, I need to get it together, man. I need to change my life. And he didn't last, but at least he tried. So we're going to go through this and we're going to look at we're going to peer through his psychology at the moment and see how it all goes. 100% the SSRIs got to him. Of course. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. All right, let's go. Video one, a day in the life of a YouTube producer. I wonder what insights we're about to glean.
Different sets. Got my RC Nightmare set there. Got my marketing sheriff.
Didn't start at the beginning.
So you want to be a YouTuber? So downstairs.
I do want to be a YouTuber.
Upstairs in the basement. Several different sets. Got my RC Nightmare set there. Got my marketing sheriff whiteboard. Here's my dog Indy. Where's old Bubba?
He upgraded from
sheriff whiteboard.
He upgraded to German Shepherds.
Here's my dog Indy.
Maybe it's because Adam Seller's big titty wife, she preferred the German Shepherds, right?
Indy.
Wanted a dog with some dark on him.
Where's old Bubba? Marketing sheriff whiteboard. Pool table. And my little...
He's always had money, right? He's always had some money. This is why when he says shit like, I cut my teeth in the toughest time of YouTube, which is obviously is untrue. Hold on, sorry, my bad. Which is obviously untrue. He did not cut his teeth in the toughest part of YouTube, but also he already had money. Like, look how fucking big his basement is, dude. It's like this man-child cave here. He's got all this recording equipment and shit.
Set for Magic the Gathering, which is a card game that I play. These all look way better when they're controlled by the camera and you don't see all the garbage laying around. But I decided I'm going to do some cleaning today. Like that. Super messy down here because I get a lot of packages in and I get a lot of different things that I need to pile around. Like I do some little recording when I get bored. This is my little recording station. And there's my little fire pod and my wireless mic kit. But
he did all this. He had all of this just for all of his RC channels to go nowhere. Like, those bitches got little to no traction.
Vlog, I figured
the best thing to come out of his RC channels was that his friend who actually knew some shit about engineering and RC tracks and shit, he actually went to go and work for a major company who made the RC shit. And Jeremy didn't because he was too low IQ for all that.
I would start out a little bit of the day in the life and show you downstairs.
Do you even really need all this when all you're doing is unboxing race cars and fucking Magic and trading cards? Do you really need all of that?
Where I do my magical work. And yeah, so I better get to cleaning. Got my new GoPro stuff in.
Oh, he's got another camera. He's getting a GoPro this time.
Loving it.
That's gonna save the channel, definitely.
Not shooting on the GoPro though. The audio is just too poor. So, yeah, later. So a lot of people want to know why you get the LCD backpack on the GoPro, and especially the GoPro 3 that comes with the remote. Well, I don't really feel like, having the remote and my phone or vice versa when I'm setting stuff up. So it's just easier to use the LCD backpack, stick it on the back of the GoPro, and to figure out what the hell I'm shooting. And, for when I'm shooting stuff like this, so when I'm shooting on something like this, looking for a spot to actually stick the camera, it helps a lot to have the...
All this just so he can go to doing the slot videos? I mean, hey, the slop videos are what worked out in the end. Those are what made him the biggest bag. But it just goes to show you, production value does not make you successful.
LCD back screen.
This is another thing he has in common with other lolcows like Review Tech USA and Darkside Phil. Those two guys, Rich and Phil, they're also convinced that if I just waste enough money, if I just buy one more camera, if I just upgrade my camera a little bit more, I get like a little bit better lighting and shit like that, suddenly I'm gonna gain like thousands of views and subscribers, and it doesn't work, right?
To figure out what the hell I'm looking at and what it looks like. So, GoPros are great. Noses are itchy, and
he always looks greasy, dude.
They're great, but don't use them for audio. Yeah, I'm actually just getting ready to do a video for one of my 3 different channels. This is for the Marketing Sheriff channel. Doing a little...
I forgot about Marketing Sheriff LLC. I wonder if he links them. Maybe you should have linked the other channels in the description.
Whiteboard, which is kind of hilarious because my handwriting is so awful. But just another prep. You can see my notes.
He's veto maxing. I don't know if he's veto maxing, right?
Notes.
Like, he does put in more effort. I'll say this: he put in way more effort than somebody like Vito ever put into his content, right? He's got notes. He got all these cameras. He's got all this lighting. He was operating 3, 4, 5 fucking channels at the same time and shit. It went nowhere, right? Like, all of this went nowhere except for Unsleeved Media eventually.
And fill in the blanks for my next probably, I don't know, 25 videos on this channel. Ironically, today's video is on getting more likes on your YouTube channel, so don't forget to like this video.
No, in fact, I'm just gonna dislike it just because you did that. I saw that, YouTube. I'm disliking this shit just because of that. How dare you?
And also, ironically, this is basically on a brand new channel, so people who don't know me, who don't know I have other channels with like 30,000 subscribers and things like that, are gonna watch this video and be like, why am I gonna listen to this guy, because he doesn't even have 100 subscribers yet. So, it's true, but they're good tips, and you can find it over on the Marketing Sheriff channel eventually when I get it done. But on to the rest of the day in the life. Another really big part of running a YouTube channel is getting shit in the mail, at least for my product videos, things like that. Basically, UPS guys here every day, and that's all right.
Must be sick of you.
I like getting boxes.
Imagine having to look at this guy's face every single fucking day.
Pay for them.
Every day you have to come and look him into his Sampaku eyes while you give him his latest man-child shit.
So today...
Oh, let me guess, you ordered another fucking race car? You fucking giant 12-year-old?
What do we got? Some helping hands.
You know what? The UPS guy. You're right. The UPS guy probably is another bull.
RC channel, I'm talking about.
The bullverse around the quarterings just expands every fucking week, I swear.
About how to use...
We got the UPS bull, we got the FDA bull, we got the Google bull.
Different tools to like solder more effectively, and also not spend a ton of cash while you're doing it. So getting packages in is a pretty sweet thing. Pretty sweet thing. It's fun, and it's also part of a day in the life. Whew. I just recorded 3 videos in a row, Wasn't easy. I'm already sweaty, but I'm kind of a...
Wait, why would you be sweaty? What are you doing, bro? I'm already sweaty. What were you doing? I've been like, how sweaty can you be just unboxing RC toys? How sweaty could you actually get, dude?
That guy, so I sweat all the time anyway.
Okay, never mind. He's fat. Okay.
But one thing, you know, in the life of a YouTube producer, you got to do what you got to do when you got time, right? I usually do bunches of videos. I just did 3 videos for my Marketing Sheriff channel. Probably going to go do 2 for my Magic the Gathering channel. And I'll definitely do 1 for my RC Nightmare channel. So, you know, the day of a YouTube producer...
When I said in my documentary, I was being a little cheeky when I said that him getting big was just the law of averages working out in his favor. But that really was the case. It really was just he played the game long enough and he had so many fucking channels that eventually the law of averages was like, all right, fine, damn, here, have your one successful channel. Stop making new ones. Stop making 50,000 channels. Just have the one successful one and stop.
Generally consists of many...
And even then, he only really got that because of his connection to the skeptics in riding the anti-SJW post-Gamergate wave.
Takes and many different angles and setting up the camera how you want. See my new mic? Blip, blip. I produced that, or I prefer...
you know, he's used to doing that. Hold on. That was a little bit too natural.
And setting up the camera how you want. See my new mic? Blip, blip.
He sees a phallic object and immediately the reflexes just kick in.
I produced that, or I prefer... This is a really nice shotgun mic. I prefer the audio on it to a lav mic because I'm really animated when I talk often. Or if I'm doing like an unboxing video for my...
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Lav mic because I'm really animated when I talk often.
Are you sure? I've never noticed that.
Or if I'm doing...
I've watched way too much of your fucking content at this point, and I would never describe you as animated.
Like an unboxing video for my RC channel.
Maybe ambient?
I tend to hit the...
Ambient-aided. I would describe you as that. You put motherfuckers to sleep, including yourself, while you always have bags underneath your eyes.
And there's nothing more annoying.
Maybe that's why he has the bags underneath his eyes, though, because he's working... I don't know, he probably actually doesn't get much sleep. He probably has been staying up 18 to 20 hours a day every single day for the past 13 to 14 years, doing nothing but making YouTube videos.
Like, you can get away...
I can only imagine what that can do to your mental health. Like, imagine what it's going to do to your mental health to spend the vast majority of your waking time just making YouTube slop. Not even high quality YouTube videos, but just the laziest fucking shit. Playing with toys, playing with trading cards, talking about just reading articles every fucking day, telling us the latest thing about what Brie Larson did, right? And I'm not saying, being a trading card YouTuber or an RC YouTuber is necessarily bad. I'm just saying it's going to take a toll on you when that's your life for the most of your waking time for almost 20 years. It's really going to start to fuck with you.
It's mediocre video, but the audio is such a huge thing. That's why even on these videos, I'm really nervous about the audio because I'm just using kind of a vlog camera here. And I know the audio is not going to be up to snuff, but that's a day in the life, man. You have, I've got 3 down. I know Peapod's coming here with my groceries, which is another YouTube producer habit of mine. And
oh, he gets his groceries delivered to him too.
I'm worried about shooting while the dog barks.
I never get my groceries delivered to me ever, right? You hear about these guys, right? All these this guy, Review Tech USA, Wings of Redemption, fucking Boogie, Darkside Phil, always getting... It's one thing to get DoorDash, but getting your groceries delivered to... Bro, getting your groceries delivered to you is for people who don't have free time, people who don't have like a mode of transportation, or people who are handicapped. If you are an able-bodied adult, you should at least try and go out and get your groceries, right? Especially if your job requires you to stay home for several hours out of every week. You should see it as a privilege. Like, you should just go out with your wife. Let's go grocery shopping. It'd be good for you. It would actually be good for you to go out and go to the grocery store, walk through the aisles, have to actually interact with other human beings besides your wife for once every 2 weeks.
I'm going to set up my next set and get the...
Yeah, maybe he's afraid. Maybe that's what it is. He's afraid he's going to shit himself in these public places, so he doesn't even risk it. Just can't go to the grocery store. I can't go to fucking Walmart or Target or Costco. That's too risky, bro. What if I get midway through the store and then I get another like rumbling in my tummy, dude? Like, I can't risk that anymore.
Go over there because I have all these lights and they make sure that you can see my beautiful smiling face, and I don't have individual ones for every set. So I'll be moving the set over and putting down more footage. All right, what's up? The final stage of a day in the life vlog of a YouTube producer brings us to the editing station. It's a tedious stage. However, the videos that I do don't really require a ton of editing. So I hope you enjoyed.
Which is why I never understood why that's never changed. His YouTube videos, someone is spamming the YouTube chat. Really? Somebody's spamming the YouTube chat? I don't even see him. Who's doing it? Hold on, I'll check in a second. This is another thing that I noticed, right? Something I've noticed is that his videos have literally never required that much editing, which is why I never understood why he needed 2 or 3 different fucking editors, right? I never understood that. Surely you just need the one editor. You just need the one editor who's going to do it for you. But no, he like pays multiple editors, and they aren't even that good. We've seen well, maybe he fired the editors. Maybe that's what happened.
Journey, this week's episode of the vlog, and I look forward to you.
Oh, okay, you were just misreading things. Well, it's fine.
Sticking around, subscribing to enjoy our various other vlogs, as well as the
2 screens were a lot back then. That is true.
The health vlog thing we're doing on here for myself and anyone who wants to join in. So
well, at least he had a healthier attitude about the shit back then, right? When is this again? February 20th, 2013. Jesus, bro. Fucking over 13 years ago. Now. All right, let's see. A fat guy's last hurrah. These titles for this, all the titles on this channel are just ridiculous. They're just the dumbest shit you've ever like read. Must love dogs and singing horribly in the car. Fat cats get diet food. Bolt House Farms. It's like, I don't know. It's like he just put some shit in there. It's almost like he has some sort of primitive version of an LLM, of an AI come up with these titles for him. They're really nonsensical. So this video is going to be him going in and telling us, trying to explain to us his weight loss program. What he's trying to do, he's trying to lose the weight. He's trying to shed some pounds. Prime Media US, thank you for $5. Just when people are starting to get quartering fatigue, he pulls this nonsense. Thanks for the coverage, Mikey. No problem, bro. Giga Todd Howard Real, thank you for $2. Fire. Oh, okay. Oranges? Are those oranges? Okay, I'm just gonna take that. Thank you, bro. That said a lot. Gingerino, thank you for $1.99. It's past A-logging. We're J-logging at this point. Tejas Libre, thank you for $10. I don't know what color it takes to get noticed by my favorite detractor of color, but did you know Golden Corral just added orange glazed grilled pork to their menu so we can find out what the oranges are for? It's like the universe is speaking to us, bruh. It's like everything is just coming together like it should.
So this YouTube channel is for accountability. And
this is why it didn't last. This is why this YouTube channel only lasted for 10 videos. Because it was about accountability. Jeremy, for the first time in his adult life, was trying to hold himself accountable, try and hold himself to a certain standard, and he couldn't last. I mean, big ups for at least trying, right? Fucking DSP never made a channel like this. So, you know, at least you had the self-awareness for a moment to try. But yeah, he didn't last long.
This will probably be the last drink I have for a little while. Enjoy my booze.
I wonder how long was a little while? Was it like a few months? Few weeks? Maybe it was a weekend, right? Like maybe that was like his first good weekend he ever had in like the last 20 years. That one time he tried to quit drinking.
Not in an unhealthy way. Well, it's obviously unhealthy, but not in a, you know, I don't drink 5 nights or 6 nights a week or anything like that. But have to.
Oh, he didn't drink. He didn't drink 5 nights a week. So he says, well, you know, I'm going to believe him. I'm going to believe that this version of Jeremy didn't drink that much. I'm going to say that he was a casual drinker, right? Like he wasn't as bad as he eventually got.
Going over their site.
Because even though, you know, he's fat, he's already got the fucking raccoon, Sanpaku eyes and all that shit. Hairline is already starting to give up, already starting to fade into the ether. He doesn't look that horrendously unhealthy. He's a good diet away from looking substantially better in a year or two, right? But it's not like today where the alcoholism and all the fucking pills and shit have just taken their toll and there's no recovery.
I think I'm allowed basically like 70 points a day the way they score it. And basically one tall like rum and coke, which is like if I'm not endorsing drinking, but I drink. So I guess I'm endorsing it, but whatever. Like
is that a fish tank? Wait, hold up. Is that a fish tank?
So
oh, that's a fish tank over there in the corner. Man, your boy really leveled up. Who knew that he'd go from that little ass fish tank right there in the corner to one of them big giant boys with saltwater fish in them. All the saltwater fish died, by the way, but at least he got it right.
I guess I'm endorsing it, but whatever. Like a tall rum and coke is almost 10 points or something like that. And if you're only allowed 70 a day, if you're a big dude like me, if I go to the bar and I'm having fun, probably have like.
You're being fooled by his height. He's definitely over 300 here. Yeah, probably.
4 or 5 drinks.
One of the biggest perks of being a tall guy is that when you're fat as fuck, you can deceive people about how obese you actually are. The Review Tech USA can't do this because he's like 5'7", 5'8". So his fat, he does not wear it well. He's got no choice but to just lose the weight or be openly fat. The quartering with the facial hair and the hats and shit and being 6'5", he can wear it a little bit better, but he can't hide it. I mean, we can tell, bro.
That'd be great if I ate nothing all day long but celery and carrots, but I've come to the conclusion that both energy drinks and booze are basically getting cut up tomorrow, which is my weigh-in day. I've got my little Fitbit scale. I bought that to track a little bit. And so I'm going out tonight to have a few drinks, say goodbye to booze for a little while. I'm not quitting, but...
I mean, look, dude. You say, I'm not quitting. I'm not saying you have to quit, but if you're going to be losing weight and you know you have to cut alcohol out of the equation, well, then you have to go with the attitude that you're going to have to quit, even if you don't intend to. Even if you intend on drinking a little bit in the future, you have to start with the attitude, okay, I just got to take alcohol. I got to take booze out of the equation completely for at least a few months.
If I'm going to lose weight, like, I think I'll probably take...
if you go half-assed, you're going to get half-assed results, man.
Skip the booze for the first 50 pounds.
Yeah, he's hambly tomorrowing. It's Jeremy tomorrow right now. This is why this shit only lasted for 10 videos.
Then maybe I'll have a drink to celebrate. But it's no surprise. It's part of the way I got to where I am, so it's no surprise that I got to cut it out. I'm glad you had a minute to...
That's too much. See, this is part of the problem. This is why his fucking face looks the way it is. This is why his eyes look the way they are. How many of these do you think he drinks a fucking day? I wonder how many other, because here's the thing. We know about all the other things. We know about the alcohol. We know about the SSRIs. We know about the Xan. We know about all this shit. But one thing we don't talk about is the caffeine, especially the energy drinks. How many energy drinks does Jeremy Hambley drink a day? It's got to be the amount of caffeine that amount of caffeine and taurine this man puts in his fucking body every day. It's got to be ridiculous. It's got to be the type of thing that you can only drink if you're 6'5" and you're obese and your body can take it all.
To chat,
you can't drink like multiple of these every day for 15 to 18 years and it not have an effect on you, man.
Friend, you know, I know this is tough for you, but I want you to know it's tough for me too. It's not you, it's me. Last time I was talking about...
Oh, he's getting a bull. You're right. He's getting a bull inside of him. The bull is he literally can't go a day without having the bull inside of him.
It's me.
Always got to get that taurine in him every day.
Last time I was talking about going out for the fat guy's last hurrah. But a funny thing happened kind of when I was getting ready. I kind of decided, like, I don't know, I've had 29 years of last hurrahs, and going out and, like, you know, having a bunch of drinks and having fun, like, after I decided that, really,
He says 29 years of last hurrahs. Was he 29 here? Let's see, it's fucking 14. Yes, he was 29 here.
Can't be a part of that anymore.
That's a rough 29. This is a rough fucking 29, bro.
Or at least for a while. Just kind of sucked the life out of it. So I just stayed home and watched Justified, which is an awesome show. But I also thought it was kind of funny.
No, he can't be. He can't be mid-30s because he's only like 43 now, right? Jeremy's only like 43, maybe 44 now. So 14 years ago. He'd be in his late 30s. Early, like, he'd be in his late 20s. Maybe 30, 31 at the most, right?
You know, after I signed up on, like, the Weight Watchers website and I saw how many... points I get per day and how many points would come from just a single tall like rum and coke immediately turned me off to booze, at least for a while.
You didn't know? You didn't know all the fucking calories that came with drinking booze? Maybe he didn't know. I mean, he is from Wisconsin. That's another thing we have to factor into his alcoholism. Is that Jeremy is an alcoholic from a very stereotypical alcoholic friendly part of the country, which is the American Midwest. Wisconsin especially, just full of fucking like just full of fucking alkies and winos and shit like that, and dudes with just fucking terrible drinking problems. So I can kind of understand, but not understanding where a lot of people who really underestimate liquid calories. They don't understand how lethal that is. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're really, really trying to lose weight, this is advice to anybody here who drinks a lot and you've been trying to lose weight, you're going to have to cut the booze. Maybe not forever, but you're going to have to cut the booze while you're trying to lose weight because it's just not going to work. Liquid calories are very, very lethal because they carry the same danger to weight loss that eating food does, but it doesn't satiate you, right? Alcohol doesn't satiate you in the same way. So you can drink a lot of it, especially if you got a problem and, you know, you go out to the bar a lot, you drink a lot, right? It's going to end up adding up. You gotta pick one.
I miss it. Buy booze. But that, among many things that I really liked, are no longer. Energy drinks are one definite thing that I'm gonna miss. I used to drink at least one every day, and there's just no way that can continue. bowl of green stuff.
He was even trying to salad max, bro.
So part of the
trying to get them leafy greens in him.
Yeah.
He was really going for it, man. It's so sad. This is actually so sad because he was actually putting in the work and it just didn't work out for him.
One of the biggest things I have to.
His house is really fucking big. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very right. It's like maybe he wasn't capping. Maybe he wasn't capping the coach when he said that he was in the low 7s already.
Deal with his.
Here's the thing, right? If he was in the low 7s, like for real, like he told coach that one time, he did not get that just from being good at business. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I don't believe from everything I've seen from you, Jeremy. I do not believe for a second that you've ever been like that competent of a businessman. So I'm just going to assume that this is family money, that he just came from a very rich background and shit. Maybe not like a super rich background, but very privileged, right? Not quite. The spoon wasn't all the way silver, right? But it had silver trimming, let's say.
Giving up basically soda or energy drinks. But that is like, so I get this Crystal Light. I like it fine. It's fine. It's kind of like a chalky taste, I think. But check this out. It's kind of a big container for 4 little packets in it. I don't know if they're
salad won't help if you dump half the bottle of dressing on it. True. That's another thing that people don't understand, right? This is like when Review Tech USA, here's what Rich does. So Rich has been doing a decent job at losing some weight, but still he has too many fat guy habits that keep like bogging down his progress because he knows, okay, I should eat healthier. I should eat salad. But what he does is that he goes and he gets the fucking salad and he eats an entire tub. He eats enough salad for like 3 or 4 people. And okay, you're eating salad, but if you eat like 3 to 4 people's worth of salad, you end up eating about the same amount of calories that you would if you would have had like a fucking cheeseburger. Now, obviously, it's healthier than if you were to eat a cheeseburger. But in terms of weight loss, in terms of calories in, calories out, you're still eating about the same amount of calories. You got to eat like the correct portion size, bro.
Or they're just that wasteful. Come on, Crystal Light. You can do better. This blows. I just blew snow. Snow blowed. How do you say that?
So many Freudian slips with this guy. I just blew snow. What does that mean?
I think it sounds a little sexual if I say blew snow.
Oh, you think so?
And it's snowing again. I'm going to have to blow snow again. My second snow blow job of the day. I did it. My first healthy snack ever. I chose
what I'm talking about.
Pringles. I realize there's a lot of cheese, but...
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
It's still salad underneath there. And
nigga, just eat the salad like a salad, man.
Homemade dressing. Mmm.
Homemade dressing. I wonder how many calories is in that.
Mediocre tasting. Thought I'd share a little taste test of a sugar-free Red Bull. Today is the...
He just likes to have white shit on his food. That's what it is. He just needs to have some white stuff on his food. That's what he needs.
Second day without energy drinks. And the first day, so yesterday, I didn't like get any weird headaches or anything like that, but I was super tired at I think 7 o'clock at night. I totally fell asleep until 9, and I feel like I could have stayed in bed all night. But
wow, this guy is having withdrawal. He's having withdrawals from energy drinks because he's so addicted to them. He stopped the energy drinks and he started crashing. Like his body can't function. His fat body can't function unless he puts like 50 people's worth of caffeine into his veins.
I forced myself to get up and get a few things done. So, energy drink substitute number 1. Blah. That's not good.
I did not know that he had this, that's not really a good idea, right? I'm going to stop drinking energy drinks, but I'm just going to drink a diet version of the energy. Well, not quite a diet version, but if you drink a version of, you drink a light version of Red Bull, your body's just going to crave regular Red Bull, dude. You should just like leave the Red Bull alone. Just leave the Red Bulls alone, bro. Instead of trying to make some weird shit happen there. Jeremy is rich to... Oh, wait, hold on. What the fuck? There it is. Okay. Project Libertad, thank you for $5. Besides low tier God, you feel like Black Lolcows is untouched potential? Looking at people like Mighty Keith and Tony Weaver Jr., it's an open market. Yes, actually. I really do feel like most Black Lolcows, I feel like Black Lolcows are very underrated, except for low tier God, right? And really the only reason why low tier God got popular, at least he got popular as a lolcow, is because he had a lot of crossovers early on with a lot of the white future lolcows before they were even lolcows, right? Like he had that one video about Boogie, and he had that other video, right? And he had that one crossover with Phil early on. They didn't have a crossover really. What it was is that they played Street Fighter 4 against each other online. Low tier God actually won. Low tier God actually beat Darkside Phil, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty embarrassing for Phil. It's pretty embarrassing for DSP. He lost. This wasn't even that long after DSP retired from being a pro Street Fighter player, and he was losing to low tier God online. So, you know, yeah, Black lolcows are very underrated. Giga Todd Howard Real, thank you for $5. I developed a drinking problem during COVID and cut back because I'm not regarded. Never understood these self-destructive guys. Jer also DUIs, supposedly. Tejas Libre, thank you for another $5. On the topic of drinking, Wisconsin is the only remaining state in the union where DUI is only a traffic ticket. Wisconsin is the only remaining state in the union where DUI is only a traffic ticket. Take that as you will. Well, I mean, what can you do, man? Yellow Flash, thank you for $20. I cut everything but water out when I was cutting hard. If you drink, keep it to once a week and only do something like vodka. You just need some self-control. Well, when you have a drinking problem, asking for something like, even something like vodka can lead to bad things, right? If you're an actual addict, which Jeremy is, maybe he wasn't as bad at this point, but in the future, in just a few years, he could get really, he's terrible now. Jeremy's drinking problem right now is actually really sad to watch. He destroyed everything. He destroyed his whole shit. He fucked his whole shit up because he can't stop drinking, dude. It's actually horrendous what's going on. Anyway, it's tough for guys like that to just quit a little bit. You got to go cold turkey, and you got to go to one of those special services for people who drink too much. Tejas Libre, thank you for $5. Isn't God funny that the only sports team local to Jer are the Brewers and the Cucks? By the way, the last game the Cucks played, they lost to the Bulls. God is just funny. God is a troll. People don't understand this. People ask why did God let that happen? Maybe it's because he has a sense of humor, nigga. You ever thought about that? You ever thought that the creator is actually funny as hell? Did you ever think about that, dude? When you start to recontextualize certain things like that the Lord just has a sense of humor like me or you, then things start to make a little bit more sense when you see certain things happen in the universe. Frog Blast, thank you for $5. Jeremy is rich and going bald already. Why doesn't he just sacrifice the hair and buy hella Ozempic? Well, you look, dude, you still gotta Ozempic isn't enough. You still gotta not eat. Ozempic can only do so much. Gore Noise Bulldozer, thank you for $2. Would Bang Energy mess with weight loss? Yeah, actually. Yes, it would. Because energy drinks also still have calories and sugar and shit like that. 4741, thank you for $2. Don't his parents own multiple rental properties? I'm pretty sure I think they do own something like that. I do know his parents do have money. He did not come from a regular run-of-the-mill suburban middle class in Wisconsin. His family was actually pretty well off. I won't go so far as to say they were straight up richy rich, right? But he did not he came from a pretty privileged background, like I said. Tejas Libre, thank you for $5. He's Ricada maxing. He's blowing his likes. He likes white stuff. His wife is a snow bunny. Dominic Phillips, thank you for $5. Australian? $5 Australian, possibly. Are you from Australia, Dominic? Yo, Mikey, I'm your archivist channel. Really? I didn't even know that. You said freeboot, so I'm freebooting, baby. We heart you. Thank you. And please freeboot away and make sure you monetize so you can get that YouTube paycheck. John Diaper, thank you for $2. You should make a video on Draymond Green. Holy shit, I should. Actually, hold up. There are actually quite a few lolcows in the NBA and professional sports in general that I could start covering.
All right, so I'm outside.
Draymond Green ain't even the biggest one, but he's a good one, though.
Getting my puppy some exercise. Where are ya? Yeah, he's running away.
He doesn't like the way he smells.
Pretty typical.
It's too greasy.
Cool.
He knows where, the dog knows where all that white shit that's always on Jeremy, where it comes from.
But every Saturday I make it outside to...
Wait, what is that? What is that in his ear? Is that
Where are ya? Yeah, he's running away. It's pretty typical.
What is that? Is that a headphone? That's a headphone, right? What is that in his ear?
But every Saturday I make it outside to have a little fun with the dog and get my ass moving.
No, that doesn't look... What is that? Wait, what is that in his ear? Is that a piercing? This is the first time I've ever seen him with anything like that. What the fuck is that, bro? Why would you have... Since when did you wear shit like that? And why did you stop? Oh, man, he went through a phase, bro. Somebody was making him feel a certain type of way back in the day.
And today I'm going to try to be a little more active out here.
I've never seen... That is a piercing, bro. Why do you... I've never seen... You know, I don't think I've ever seen anybody with a piercing like this specifically. Because usually... Okay, I've seen people have piercings on the ear. Maybe they'll have multiple piercings on the outer ear, right? But a piercing like like right there? That's weird. I've never seen that before. When did he have that? Why did he stop wearing it?
Run around with him a little bit. Get up, Bubby. Here he comes. Bring it here.
I need to know. I need to know the lore. I need to know the lore on that earring, dude.
Bring it here. Bring it here. Come on. Hey, hey. Okay, drop it. Good boy. This Kong frisbee thing is the best.
He's gay. I don't know if he's gay, but I don't know, bro.
That was
I don't know. I didn't know that was the that was the style. I didn't know that was the that was the fashion in Wisconsin.
Terrible throw by me, but it really flies good, and it's super sturdy. So, fat guy recommended. Although it has nothing to do with being fat, it's puppy recommended. So, yeah, today I might actually go do something somewhat physical.
Maybe. Wait, hold up. Don't you have a basketball goal? What's the basketball goal for? What is the basketball goal right there for, sir? I'm going to do something physical. I know you don't have any kids, right? So it's just you and your wife. So you're going to do something. Why don't you play with the basketball goal right there? Do you not use that? Is that just decoration? Do you really keep a basketball goal next to your house for decoration, sir? Is that all you do?
Snowmobiling with the father-in-law. Every ounce of my body wants to make up an excuse to not go. But
I mean, I guess that is you going to do something physical, but it's like snowmobile. Like you're basically driving a car in the snow. I mean, it's still something physical. You're still going outside. You're still doing outside activities, but exercise? Made it sound like you were going to the gym. Made it sound like you were going for a jog, at least like a hefty walk.
Starting to think that I gotta fight my way through. Instead of going to the movies and sitting on my ass for 2 hours, I can go and be somewhat physical and be outside. So keep you posted if I do that. Oh,
it's for Skyrone? Is there a basketball bull? Is there a hooper bull? He's got a hooper bull who just comes around the house just to use his basketball goal?
Hey, good boy.
There used to be niggas like that. Back when my family, but when we used to live in like a worse neighborhood, we would have the basketball goal. Like we low-key had to hide it because we had the biggest one neighborhood. And when I wasn't using it and me and my friends, we weren't like playing ball with it, the bigger kids who I weren't hanging out with because they were way too old, they would just come and they would come into our fucking front yard and shit, and they would literally just like play with the basketball goal. Like nigga, it was our goal. They were literally on our property and shit, just playing ball and shit. My dad had to get rid of it because niggas would keep coming around. Sometimes they would come around at night and shit.
What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Yeah, you do. Going to the store today to get some more chicken breasts so I can prep. The biggest problem I'm having right now with meals is I open the cupboard and there's junk food everywhere, and if I want a decent meal I have to prepare it, and I'm not trained that way.
What do you mean? I'm not trained that way. I'm not trained to cook for myself. I'm not trained to make my own meals. What do you mean? Cook for me? Who does that, dude? You mean like put a Hot Pocket in the microwave? You mean like order some Chipotle? What do you mean? Cook for me?
More time.
I'm not built for that, dude.
Get used to that. So I'm gonna cook up a bunch of chicken breasts today, and
oh, he was cooking a chicken breast. He was real for real about this shit.
Boil some eggs. Get some Bolthouse Farms breakfast slurry shakes, and hopefully next week will be a little more, how do I say, like structured. Doesn't it piss you off when you're driving and you get like to a four-way stop and you can kind of feel that other person rushing forward, and then they because they want to beat you to the stop sign, so it's technically their turn. You have to actually stop for it to be your turn. Sick of that.
What is in his eye?
Dicks.
What is... There's always something new wrong with this guy, man.
I'm shooting all week, I gotta be honest. My eyeball still looks messed up. Blech.
You didn't need to do that. We didn't need to get that close.
And it's been like 3 days, I just haven't felt like shooting. I banged out some MTG headquarters videos yesterday, but that's because those are super easy.
He stopped drinking caffeine and eating slightly healthier, and his body just started falling apart. Why are you doing this to us? Why are you trying to make us be healthy, man?
And I scripted out some marketing sheriff videos. And I know I've got to do 2 RC Nightmare videos. And I got to do them all tonight. And I got to find a way to get energized, and the only thing I can, because not having energy in your videos is definitely a big miss. I feel like if you're not going to feel it when you shoot, then don't shoot. Shoot a different day.
Ah, man, he completely abandoned this philosophy later into his career.
But
bro has no passion for anything he does anymore. I'll say this: at least this version of Jer, at least he has some passion for this shit.
Maybe talking to you guys will get me motivated. Still haven't found a viable substitute for an energy drink that I like, but sugar-free Red Bull's keeping me awake. So
just drink water. Just drink water, or if you need caffeine, just drink coffee, black coffee with some calorie-free sweetener in it, bro. Just do that. You gotta learn. You just gotta. Here's the thing: at a certain point, unless you have the money to just cheat, unless you have the money to either get Ozempic or just pay for the best trainers and dietitians, right? Dietitianists to make your meals and plan everything for you and just hold your hand through the whole thing and keep you accountable so you can't keep yourself accountable. At a certain level, you just got to accept the fact that you're going to have to be disciplined. You're going to have to be disciplined and like take this shit seriously, or else it's not going to happen. It's never going to get, man, that's a great future thumbnail, dude. Look at him, man. Look at him. He's 29, man. This is Jeremy at 29. He's not even 30 yet, dude. And he was already like this. He was already at this version. He looked at this version of himself in the mirror and he's like, I can't stay like this forever. I got to make a change. He realized it but he couldn't go through with it. And he ended up this channel, right? These 10 videos that we're watching right now, these were Jeremy's last attempt at saving himself from like the worst timeline. The timeline that he's in right now, he saw it in the future. He saw a vision of it. And he's like, I can prevent it. And he failed. He did not prevent it. And now he's stuck here. And, you know, he's living with the consequences that he's living with right now. Very sad.
Serviceable. Up. Okay. Lay down. Lay down. Roll over. Roll over. Good boy.
Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Okay. Did that work? Yes, it did. Okay. It worked pretty good. All right. I just had to fix something involving my mic real quick.
That's my puppy dog. Are you a happy puppy? Are you a happy puppy? Call the landline. Call the landline.
Something is just so, it must be so fucking spooky. It must be so spooky to be a driver in Wisconsin at night. Just at any moment, right? At any moment, something tragic could happen. You just be minding your business, just going, oh, no, no, I'm a fucking driver in Minnesota. I mean, in Wisconsin and shit. And then just anybody from just like any lane. It could be at a stop sign. Literally just stop at a stop sign. They just don't do it. And your life is over just like that. I would never drive. I would never drive at night in Wisconsin. Any other state but Wisconsin, bro.
This is my friend, my best friend, Adam Ferger. We're out tonight.
Wait, who? Wait, who was that?
This is my friend, my best friend, Adam Ferger.
Adam who? Adam, wait, hold up. Is there like a, let me check the transcript. He said Adam somebody. Okay, so he has a buddy, Adam Fur something?
We're out tonight, and his good brother, Mike, who kills people for a career. And I just love him for a career. Yeah,
at least he used to have friends back then. He used to have friends. There was another Adam. This is unrelated. This is not a younger version of Adam Seller, right? This is a completely different Adam.
Put this shit on interwebs tomorrow.
Bunch of Adams, right? He's got so many fucking Adams in his life and shit. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed there were this many Adams, right? So many potential bulls we don't even know about. Brad Plays 81, thank you for $1.99. Evander Kane is a good one for an NHL. Lol cow, thanks for the suggestion, dude. Gornoy's Bulldozer, thank you for $5. Speaking of Bang, I found it funny that people were complaining about Prime having too much caffeine, despite it having a lower caffeine content to Bang. Well, part of that was them just hating Logan Paul and KSI. So they were like, the product is bad anyway. And it's like, okay, maybe the product is bad. I don't know how good or bad Prime is, but people were acting like it was literally poison. They were giving little kids poison. It's like, it's just a sugary energy drink. There are plenty of those on the market. These dudes, they just treat Logan Paul and KSI like they were Satan. So, Tejas Libre, thank you for $2. He has a bull ring in his ear. He has a bull ring in his ear. The bull has the ear. The bull is always with him, inside him, in his ear. Just he can never get away from him. Brad Corman, thank you for $10. Whoa, buddy. LJ Carr, thank you for $10. Who is the guy with the samurai sword that opens every live video? That's Sephiroth sword. He is the greatest ambassador of Japan who is not Japanese. It's Annie with an L. Thank you for $13.99 Canadian. Alcoholics should not go cold turkey. They can cause serious withdrawal complications, including seizures and cardiac events. Jeremy is a seasoned drunk and needs supervised detox, especially at his weight. Well, I guess in his 20s, in his late 20s was probably the last time where Jeremy could have like possibly have gone cold turkey without it being like extreme. At this point, yeah, he can't just like quit. At this point, there needs to be a process. He's got to go through all of the steps, just like all the other crippling middle-aged alcoholics. There's really no other way. Tez Libre, thank you for $5. The goal is to remind him, like the Bucks, he always will lose to the Bulls, so he doesn't even try. Tez Libre, thank you for $2. Whoa. Another $2. Ops occupying your personal hoop is next level hood. Yeah, by the time I graduated from high school, we were basically middle class. I would say we were solidly middle class, my family, by the time we graduated from high school. I would say, in fact, by middle school. I want to say I spent most of my teenage years in a pretty solidly middle class, 2-parent household. It helps. It's pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy. Where I grew up in the South, it's pretty easy to grow up in a 2-parent household if both of your parents work, which both of my parents did, which I guess, is. Seg, thank you for $5. Those older guys playing with your hoops sound like they were a couple of guys who were up to no good. Well, it wasn't a nice neighborhood, and that's just what niggas like to do. I'm sure there was like nothing malicious. Like, it's never anything malicious. It's just, niggas just like to do certain things. It's just you got to expect certain different behaviors in the hood. Sec, thank you for another $5. Imagine driving in Wisconsin at 2 a.m. and getting bum rushed by a giant wheel of cheese. Not even a cow, a wheel of cheese. Hope Biscuit, thank you for $2. Sir, a second bull is plowed Jeremy's wife. It's a me him, thank you for $2. The ham's planet mass is made up of... That's a good one, bro. That's a good one.
So I had to go to the vet to get my prescription fat cat food. You see it in there? I'm a fat cat too, but two of my cats are on prescription food, and
what? Bro, are you telling me even his pets are on prescriptions? It's not just him. It's not just him who's on prescriptions. Even the cats, his dogs, they need to be medicated too.
Walked in and they're like, dude, what's wrong with your eye? I'm like, what? Check this out.
Holy shit, dude.
Ew.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you let the bull just like nut anywhere, bro. You gotta tell them beforehand. Now look, dude, you gotta walk around with sunglasses on and shit. In the middle of Wisconsin, fucking Wisconsin, you don't need to wear sunglasses in Wisconsin during the winter, but you have to now because the bull is just, he gave you pink eye.
Oh, I don't know if you can see it. So that's new. I don't think it's a function of any change in diet or anything like that.
Okay. I wonder what it could be. I wonder what could have caused that.
It doesn't really hurt. It isn't affecting my vision, but I don't know. Monday's prescription cat food and bloodshot eye day.
All right, so now we move on to this one. The next video. How to win Call of Duty.
So I found a decent substitute for soda.
He's already having... It's very rough. Very rough to be 29 and you already got to do the comb over, right? Because it's not lasting. It's fading, dude.
I've been drinking like this Crystal Light peach tea like crazy. I think I drank like 2 quarts of it.
There ain't nothing light about that shit. Bro, look at this. It's like, oh, don't worry, it's light. It's not even like there are barely any calories. It's like 80 calories a cup. Like, dude, this is a fucking gallon of sweet tea. I know what fucking sweet tea looks like, nigga. I live in the deep south. You think you can fool me, Mr. Wisconsin man? What is it? I don't care how diet this is, right? You drank all this shit, you might as well just be drinking juice or soda.
Crystal Light peach tea, like crazy. I think I drank like 2 quarts of it yesterday, but it's calorie free and I think it has a little caffeine, so that's great.
Just a little.
After 3 hard weeks of trying to figure out what the heck I was
calorie free
drink besides plain old water, I finally found something that I think is going to work. So, calorie free peachy.
This is proof, right? See, one very good thing that comes from this is that you can watch this. This channel is a good example of what happens when you try and half-ass shit, because as we're already beginning, we're like, what, this is video 3 or 4 now out of 10? And already he's trying to find excuses. He's trying to find shortcuts around shit. How can I get around this? How can I avoid not having to go as hard as I want to? And it's not working out. In the end, it didn't work out because he took all the shortcuts and he ended up just, I don't know, giving up in the end anyway. If he had actually tried to exercise some discipline and was like, okay, this is going to suck. I'm going to want to eat what I want to eat. I'm going to want to drink what I want to drink, right? I'm going to want all the energy drinks. I'm going to want all of the alcohol. I'm going to want to go out all night. He went out last night, the other time, with his friends and his Adams. One of them could have been like potentially another bull. We don't know. But he went out to the bar again during his self-improvement journey. He was already just like giving himself excuses and outs. In the end, it didn't work, dude. You gotta be for real about it. You gotta take it seriously.
The Easter Bunny came early for Indy. He ate that whole bone already. What a piglet.
Chrissy thread.
Jeremy here. Just want to talk a little bit about, this is day
Chrissy thread. There's a Chrissy Mayer has her own thread on Kiwi Farms.
Day 1 of my journey. And what I've got is some individually wrapped Purdue like chicken breast thingies. I think those, for me, I'm busy and I don't necessarily want to buy like 10 chicken breasts and cook them all at once. So the individually wrapped ones work great. They're a little more expensive obviously, but whatever. And I'll also show you the setup we got going on. And Indy, he's my personal workout trainer, my personal trainer. So I got some of the Bowflex free weights, tread climber, some bands. I have no idea how to use those.
All of this,
figure them out.
All of this was a waste of money.
And some a cat.
What the fuck is that, bro?
Tree.
What is that, dude? Look, man, this is for like bitches who do yoga. This is not for fat dudes, right? Fat niggas should not be going out with these fucking blue balls and whatnot. They shouldn't be doing that. If you're fat, right? If you're like actually like obese, which Jeremy is, and Jeremy has been for like majority of his life, pretty much his whole life. His whole life he's been obese. You don't need this. You don't need some big fat black ball or whatever. You need to go outside and you need to walk. You need to hit the gym. You need to diet. All of this is just, he was always trying to take the easy way out. And what are you doing with a yoga mat? What is that going to do for you?
And some ball related items and a cat and a fan to cool my sweatiness.
Jim Bull sold him on this.
Soft. Dak got a new collar this week. He's not pumped about it because now all the other cats know when he's gonna attack. But he sure loves his grocery store mice. He's taking it somewhere now. Are you bringing that to me? What's up, Doc? Whoop. He's just entertaining himself.
I just realized that he's also like those people who don't have like kids, but they have the fur babies, right? That he also has that, right? It's why I was saying before, right? About how Jeremy, there's really not that much separating a Jeremy Hambley from a movie Bob or from a Vito Gesualdi or, from a review tech. Well, no, Rich actually has kids, but there's really not a lot to separate Rich from a lot of, basically metrosexual liberal types. Basically, he also lives a very consumerist lifestyle. He doesn't really embody anything in tradition aside from being married to the same woman since he was a teenager, which, if he's actually living a cuck lifestyle or a swingers lifestyle, he's not really even honoring that. So it's actually more degenerate than just not being divorced and remarrying, right? He has all these toys and all this other shit. There's really nothing aside from his YouTube and Twitter presence that really makes him anything even conservative-ish.
Super secret winning a Call of Duty 2 tip. Alright, so Jeremy here as usual, me versus me. Now this week I'm facing Call of Duty 2. Most nights I'm here by myself because it's extremely boring, which is when I used to either go to the bar or eat.
Wait. Most nights you're here by yourself? Bro, don't you have a wife? Where's his wife? Actually? He's been married since he was a teenager, right? Or at least since he was like 21. To the same girl he's been dating since he was in high school. His first girlfriend, that's his wife. Where is she? I'm here alone every night. Your wife, does she work a night shift? Where's your lady at, bro? Where is she? I haven't seen her. I haven't mentioned her. I've seen all the pets and shit. I've seen other niggas. We saw those dudes at the bar like you like to hang out with. Who? I don't know. Where's your woman, bro? Tez Libre, thank you for the $5. Check Jereliza. Jer said Adam is literally the only Jew he knows. He was in the local darts team, and he asked him what the bullseye was for. John Diaper, thank you for $5. Do you think Brandon Jennings was ever in Jeremy's house when he wasn't at home? Very good question. Vince 12, thank you for $5. Jared got mad at Bering for calling him an alcoholic, not realizing that it implies that all of his fuck-ups are from when he's of sound mind. Brad Corman, thank you for $5. That's what happens when you're eating them pies out of heather. Tez Libre, thank you for another $5. You've been super generous, bro. He has the bull's eye. He has the bull ring in the ear. He's drinking Red Bull. He's marked by the bull in every hole. Yellow Flash, thank you for another $10. Eventually, exercise becomes addicting. You just have to push yourself to get there. When you finally see results, it reinforces it even more. But people want instant results. Very true.
So, or both, which is both bad for this. So, I bought Call of Duty 2 this week, and after playing for 3 nights, I've figured out the entire game. Are you ready? This is a free tip to win. Guy 1 and Guy 2 are fighting. Let's call this player 1. And he's like, pew, 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 pew. And here I am with my pilgrim hat. Let's call that me. And I see him, and I'm like, ooh, I don't like you. Pew, 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 pew. And we're firing back and forth. While that's happening, a third person comes in. Let's call him Douche. And he kills us both. That's basically what it's like playing Call of Duty 2 when you're a noob. But if you can figure out how to be Mr. Douche, you'll do a lot of winning.
Okay, how about now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? So I can continue. I didn't realize I was muted. I had to... Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, so basically he's ranting about being third party. Some dude with high gamer IQ, he saw a window of opportunity and he took it, and now he's crying about it.
The more you know. All right. What's up, fellow me versus meeps? Jeremy here. Today's the big day. It's the weigh-in, and I thought I'd share it with you. And I also got some new equipment that I think is going to help. So I bought a Fitbit, which is this little guy. And, you know, I have one for me and my wife has one. They track all of your activity and...
Okay, so we do know that his wife exists. He acknowledges the existence of his wife, but then that makes the other thing he said about... Okay, let's go back real quick. Real quick. Okay, so he acknowledges that his wife is here. His wife is here. He's married.
So, I bought Call of Duty 2. It's extremely boring here as usual. Super secret winning a Call of Duty 2 tip. Alright, so Jeremy here as usual, me versus me. Now this week I'm facing Call of Duty 2. Most nights I'm here by myself. It's extremely boring.
Okay, so you're here by yourself. What is your wife doing? Does she work a night shift?
Today's the big day. It's the weigh-in. And I thought I'd share it with you. And I also got some like new equipment that I think is going to help. So
I guess she was engaging in the R-wife-tivities for like most of the marriage.
I bought a
maybe like the swinging shit. The swinging cuck shit wasn't even recent.
Fitbit, which is this little guy. And, you know, I have one for me and my wife has one. They track all of your activity and it's kind of thing. It's like a year ago it got pretty popular. But what else? The other thing I got was the Aria, which is the scale. There's like a traditional bathroom scale. And here's this. And what's cool about this is that it actually tracks like, depending on who you are, it can tell. So if you have 3 or 4 people in the house, you can like track them all together. It actually sends it via Wi-Fi right to my computer. And same with the little Fitbit thing. I had
these sorts of scale. I had a scale like this and it was trash in my opinion. This was actually these scales are pretty trash. Just like get a regular scale. It's like, oh, it can track everybody together. Why don't you just get a regular scale and then you just write your weight on paper and then you track them like that? It's like, oh, I can send it to my device via Wi-Fi. Why? Why would you need to do that? Like, what is that going to do? What benefit does that have over you? I don't know. Fucking just writing it down on paper and memorizing it personally.
Every day.
It's a waste of money. That's right. And I'm speaking from experience here. I got one of these scales. It was a waste of fucking money. I got a regular scale. It worked just fucking fine.
It sends the details right to my computer. I weigh in like once a week. That goes right to my computer. So here goes nothing.
It's too difficult for low IQ mongoloids. Well, I'm a low IQ mongoloid then, because in my opinion, it was just like, it didn't do anything extra.
That can't be right.
Even when you put your height in, right? Because maybe, I don't know, maybe I had a different model one, because it's like, put in your height and then we'll take your weight and, you know, we'll take your age and then we'll tell you what your BMI is. And it's like, you know, you can just like weigh yourself on a regular scale and measure your BMI with tape or some shit like that.
I weighed in last week at 345. So let me try that again. Now let's see, it's actually updating it right.
Wait, what was that?
That can't be right. My computer. So here goes nothing. That can't be right. I weighed in last week at 345. So
345.
Let me try that again.
Now he's 6'5", but still 345.
Now let's see, it's actually updating it right, sending it right to my computer. My computer is probably going to send me an email and it's going to say, congratulations on losing 10 pounds. I don't think that's probably right.
What was it? What'd you?
346.7.
He gained 1.5 pounds.
And
oh no, he gained what? 0.7? Oh, he gained almost 2 pounds then.
Recognizes my initials. There I am.
It's 347 pounds, bro.
Probably a lot heavier than maybe a lot of you thought. But
wait, hold on. That makes me think about something. We're going to take a little detour. And we're going to... Sometimes we do this. Sometimes we have to go back to one of my old documentaries so I can check something. Okay. What finally got Rich worried and not, you know, that Jeremy is like 6'5".
At my biggest, I was like 6'5", 380.
380, 6'5", 380. So he would get about fucking, hold on, what did he say again? What was it again?
There I am. It's probably a lot heavier than maybe a lot of you thought. And it recognizes my
346. So okay, he would get like 35 to 40 pounds heavier than he is right now. This wouldn't even be his fattest.
Initials. There I am. It's probably a lot heavier than maybe a lot of you thought, but it's a starting point.
You know, you're right. Even Rich went to the gym. At least he tried. At least Rich, he gave it a shot, right?
Think about it. I need to lose it.
I've never seen Jeremy in the gym ever. He's never even showed us like a screenshot of it on Twitter. He's never showed us a photo of anything. He told us he was boxing with Sam Hyde, but it's like, okay, were you doing anything else? Were you doing road work? Were you jump roping? Were you doing anything aside from getting hit in the head by Sam Hyde? Were you actually exercising? This is why I think that if Jeremy and Rich actually would have boxed, they would have gone the distance. Because Rich, he can't box, and he has like a significant reach disadvantage against Jeremy because he's like 5'8", maybe 5'9", if we're being super generous, right? Maybe. It's like 5'8", though. Jeremy is 6'5", significant reach disadvantage. But Rich was actually going to the gym. He was actually getting in some cardio. So he would probably step into the ring and he would have better cardio than the quartering. Jeremy wasn't working out at all, has no cardio. He has Rich's bad diet. Plus, he's an alcoholic, right? So his cardio is probably trash. His heart is probably going to give out before Rich's, which is embarrassing. Imagine your heart fucking exploding before Review Tech USA. Just total L. But he was getting better boxing training. Maybe, right? Because again, the boxing training is just Sam Hyde beating his ass, which I guess he was learning how to take a punch, right? So again, I feel like neither of them would have been able to knock each other out. They would have just gone the distance and it would have been a split decision.
100 pounds, which is crazy. But here we go. 346 points.
I'm not punching someone with IBS in the stomach in a boxing match, though.
7.
You know, I never thought about that. That would have been very dangerous. Imagine if Rich had got a good one in, right? He got a good body shot in on a quartering, and then Jeremy, he just let loose in the middle of the ring. Would they call it? Would that disqualify? Would that disqualify Jeremy if like he just like shat himself in the middle of the ring? He just dirtied up the ring. Would that be like instant disqualification? Rich could win via DQ by making the quartering shit himself. He might have actually had a shot then. Holy shit! Maybe Rich had a strategy. He had a tactic he could have used. There was a game plan for Rich. Yeah, maybe Rich might have won.
Let's go on a ride.
Okay. Oh, he does advertise the other channels. This Marketing LLC, does that exist? Marketing Sheriff. It does exist. Hey. Oh, there are no videos on it. Damn. He's getting all of them, bro. Look, man, anybody who wants, look, here's what needs to be like put out there. For anybody out there, if you're trying to like get some videos, trying to get to these videos about the quartering, you better get them now. You better get them now because Jeremy, he is in fucking burn it down mode. He's deleting videos. He's deleting whole channels now, right? He's flagging himself. He's flagged, like he got rid of the channel, not just on YouTube, on BitChute. He deleted the TISM on BitChute too, man. He just wiped it the fuck out. So if you want these videos now, you better download them while you can. Because otherwise, this is your last opportunity. All right, wait, what is this? Ah, this is my video. Okay.
It's a healthy food takeover today.
Healthy foods takeover. You should have got them a week ago. Oh, all of this channel, by the way, for anybody who's, this channel is kind of safe. Because I already downloaded them. I downloaded every video on this channel before this stream. So we should be all right here.
Had no soda. Check out all this
I don't know where I'm going to upload them, but you know. Oh, that's a healthy fridge, I guess.
Healthy.
I need to see what the calories are like. Like, what's that right there? Bolt House Farms. Green. Hold on, let me see. Let me put that in there. Bolt Heart Farm. Green goodness. Is that what it is? 240 calories. 47 grams of sugar. Is this the same product? Is this the same product? Yeah, it's this right here. Ain't it? 130 calories. No, it can't be. It can't be. Hold on. There's no way, right? Dude, that shit is not healthy, man. That shit ain't healthy. This nigga thinks that just because it's green and it's got fruits on the front that it's got to be sugar, that it's got to be healthy. This is fruit juice, bro. That's all this shit is.
Yes. Look, attacked by cucumbers. So, I've been talking about these Bolt House Farms actually, and they're, if you look at some of the ingredients,
I'm very shocked that he's not a diabetic.
Pretty hilarious. So it's got spirulina, chlora, green tea, barley grass, wheatgrass, blue green algae, garlic, Jerusalem artichoke.
I'm sorry, I muted myself again. I was saying it wasn't Bolt House Farms. It wasn't Bull House Farms. It was Bolt House Farms because the universe isn't that hilarious.
Nova Scotia Dolce, zinc, manganese, everything. And these are my alternative to energy drinks in the morning.
Your alternative to energy drinks is just to drink like sugary fruit juices. Okay. I think that's worse, honestly. That's worse because, okay, the energy drinks, if you're just drinking, again, you could just drink a white Monster, bro. If you really need some caffeine, some taurine, just drink a fucking white Monster or just drink fucking black coffee.
Try these out. It's got zero fat and obviously, you know, carbs and stuff, but I'd probably classify it as a meal replacement. And then I
no, dude.
These.
Wait, hold up. What did you just say?
I'd probably classify zero fat and obviously, you know, carbs and stuff, but I'd probably
carbs and stuff. Show us the nutrition label.
Classified as a
Show us the nutrition label, Jeremy. You showed us all the ingredients. Show us what the nutrition label says. Because I'm pretty sure that you said carbs and stuff. How many carbs?
Meal replacement. And then I got these.
Okay. Bolt House Farms. Amazing Mango. Okay. Amazing Mango Nutrition. 140 calories, 10 to 30 grams of sugar. 33 carbs. Jeremy, come on, bro. Come on, dude. This is not healthy. This is not a healthy. These are fruit snacks, nigga. You might as well be eating fruit snacks.
As like my.
Why don't you eat actual fruits? Here's the thing, right? If you're going to have the sugar anyway, why not just eat actual fruits? That would be healthier than this.
Snack. The Amazing Mango is really good. It's kind of like a fruit smoothie. It's got, in one bottle it has 3 3/4 mangoes, 1 banana, 3.5 oranges, and 6.5 apples. Package in. So I got some stuff for the RC Nightmare Studio in today. Some new Spectrum receivers. So I can get the, got a couple of RCs that are almost ready to run, not ready to run, like their classification. And so I needed some receivers, and so I got some Spectrums. And then I also got some,
it's a little, I don't know, it's kind of sad that he put so much effort into the RC shit and it literally went nowhere. Because you could tell that was his real passion. The RC channel probably was the last time Jeremy was ever like for real, super passionate about something. Mental Crash, thank you for the €5. And he went through all this effort and spent all this money and yet he still shit himself at Walmart. That wouldn't have happened. He probably could take care. He probably could get rid of the IBS like permanently if he just ate better. I feel like IBS definitely gets worse when you have a terrible diet and you're obese. Tez Libre, thank you for $2. His description of COD sounds like his bedroom. Brad Kornman, thank you for $5. He's easily $4.50 now. Izukore, thank you for $9.99. Holy shit. His wife is a histotectician. She works in hospitals. No wonder she likes the Bulls. Medical employee, lol. The universe bringing it all together. Oh, she's a nurse? Is that what it is? Wait, no, not a nurse. She works in Oh, okay. Yes. Female employee working a night shift at a hospital. Yeah, that's actually not good. That's actually not good. Oh, that's very bad. That's not quite as bad as her being a nurse. A night shift nurse? I'm sorry, bro. If you're married to a night shift nurse, that's everybody else's wife. That's the whole hospital's wives, bro. I'm sorry. That's not just your lady. Tez Libre, thank you for $10 again. More proof God is taking a piss. Adam was the first man on earth. Adam Sellers is the first man on Jer's bed, while Jer's pissing in Sellers. That bed was promised to him 3,000 years ago. Thirsty Tree, thank you for $2. Stream has the vibe of a Mr. Medicare stream, lol. Thank you, bro. Tez Libre, thank you for another $5. It might not be Bull House Farms, but like his bull, it's certified kosher.
Lipo bags. I'm gonna check these out. They definitely don't feel as hardy, but if they do the job, I guess I won't know until they burn up. However, they're like a third of the price of those other lipo bags that, if they want people to use lipo bags, don't make them $20 a bag and make people choose between being safe and being able to fix their RC car. So I was watching...
Well, no, that's the point. They do that on purpose because they know you're going to pay for it anyway.
USA.
Holy shit, that forehead is banging. We're at 5 head tier right there.
Mexico, and since I live in Milwaukee...
His hair ain't even gone that far. Maybe it's the lighting, bro.
I was watching for a lot of reasons. Ryan Braun was playing, and then Giovanni.
You know, maybe the reason why his eyes are like this is because of the lighting in his basement. Like, that shit probably would start to fuck with your eyes after a while. Man, and now I think about it, damn, he spent a lot of time. He probably spent years of his life, to this day, he probably just spent years of his life in his basement. These big fucking lights just beaming in his face, playing alone with his toys and his trading cards while his wife is off at a hospital at night, right? And he's just alone with the dogs and the cats, and that's actually really sad. And he's drinking himself. No wonder he wanted to like stop drinking. He probably fucking felt miserable.
Was playing, but he's playing for Team Mexico. And I'm like, that's stupid. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you play in the U.S., I feel the same way about Olympics.
Well, I know he eventually got the McMansion, right? He built the McMansion and he moved there, but it's like, I almost feel like it was worse. I felt like getting McMansion was probably worse for him, because at least when he was living here, he was going out to bars and hanging out with his friends and shit. He doesn't do that anymore.
Olympics.
If you're going to drink, if you're going to be an alcoholic, at least be a social drinker. At least go out and drink with people. I said this before. I don't understand how people could drink alone. I have literally never, anytime I ever drink ever, it's always with other people. And it's usually not just like I go out to drink every night. If I drink, it's at an occasion. It's at somebody's party. It's at somebody's wedding. It's at something like that. I don't understand people who can just like stew by themselves and just like, I can understand like you're enjoying an evening by yourself and you're pulling up a little bit. But just to make, it's like DBDR, basically. DBDR, where he's just feeling miserable, where he's just feeling lonely, and he just drinks. Well, that's just going to make it worse, right? Alcohol is for festivities. It's for festivities, or when you're just like straight up trying to relax by yourself in your home. It's not for when you're trying to cope for something. Alcohol is a terrible fucking coping mechanism, because it's going to make everything else worse in the long run.
Play in the U.S. and you get paid you know, $10 million a year to play in the U.S., and then you go back and you play for like Team Mexico.
Yeah, it's like alcohol is not antidepressant. It is a depressant. At least it is when you're drinking in those sorts of circumstances. You may think that you're that you're feeling good momentarily, but in the long run, it's going to make you way more miserable.
Or like Team Cuba or whatever. I don't know. I just think it's, what's a word for it? Like, I know I get it. Like, I don't feel that strongly about it, but I was kind of like, you know what, that's kind of I get the heritage part. I don't know how I feel about it. What do you guys think? Like, I feel like you should, you know, you shouldn't forget where you came from, so I get that, but I just feel it stings a little bit to see Gallardo pitching for Team Mexico when he could have pitched for Team USA. All right, I just filmed like my giveaway video for my Magic the Gathering channel. It's kind of funny.
Ah, the giveaway when he was trying to buy an audience.
For those of you who don't know what it is.
Ain't it funny how when he finally stopped the giveaways, that's when he got famous? It's like, almost like you can't buy an audience.
It's a card.
I mean, he unfigured that out. He unfigured out the buying an audience thing, and when things started getting rough, he tried to buy an audience again, and look where it got him.
Game, basically. But some of these vintage boxes I open up on my channel, like this box of cards here, is like probably $1,200-$1,300 now if you wanted to buy it. It's probably 15 years old or something like that. And I've got all sorts of other boxes and stuff, and I open those up on my Magic channel, but I've got to do a couple giveaway videos, so I did that one, and then now I'm going to do my giveaway for RC Nightmare, which is a lot more substantial, as you can see. But that channel has...
Where are you getting all this shit? Look, he had all this shit that you could just give away. You could just throw it away to his fans. That's basically what it is, because you don't do a giveaway for valuable shit you actually need, right? Like his camera equipment and stuff he needed to make his videos with. He never did a giveaway for that. It's always for stuff that's like, the people who have these hobbies could probably afford them anyway.
30,000 subscribers, while my Magic channel only has like 2,700, call it at the time of this.
Really? Hold on. Wait, what was that?
Subscribers, while my Magic channel, as you can see. But that channel has almost 30,000 subscribers, while my Magic channel only has like 2,700, call it at the time of this.
Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Funny, the future's a funny thing.
Video. I would suspect that my Magic the Gathering channel should hit, 5,000 to 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year. My RC channel, I'm hoping to hit 40,000 plus. So more giveaways. I hate doing giveaways, but it's a way to tell your subscribers thanks. And so if you watch my marketing sheriff videos where I talk about different marketing things, I normally would tell you not to do a giveaway, but in this case,
I would like to if you had left them up.
I've got some extra stuff, and the subscribers have been really loyal, and trying to stay busy. If I weren't trying to lose weight right now, I'd probably just let this stuff sit around, but I'm trying to stay active and do some stuff. So free stuff. You ever notice how people get so worked up at the bar about the jukebox? My opinion is, hey, it's your dollar. If you want to play something shitty.
Let's see. He did give away an Xbox One to hit 1 million subs, and then he never announced a winner. Wow. But maybe he realized that nobody wanted an Xbox One. Maybe that's what happened.
Something shitty. So I just realized something. I live.
It's like he wanted to give away the Xbox One, but there were no takers.
Wisconsin, and you could probably barely see my face, but here comes a train. Where we have this antiquated, I don't know, policy, or what you'd call it, of daylight savings time. And
where is he even driving to at night? Because he doesn't work. He doesn't have to go anywhere to work at. He works from home. His wife is like not at the house. His wife is at her job somewhere, at a hospital or whatever. Where is he going at night? Like, what businesses would be open at a time like this? Does he go into the bar? Does he just go for night drives to just like...
I actually never set my truck clock ahead when it was fall back, when you turn the clock back an hour. And I never even bothered to do it. And then I just realized today, when it was daylight savings time this weekend, that didn't matter because then it was spring ahead. So I just went like, 6 months without adjusting my clock, and it was perfect. Now for the next 6 months, I don't have to deal with it. So I saved myself a whole 0.1. What's up, me versus Meeps? Jeremy here. I did it. I went to 7-Eleven. It's 11 o'clock at night. I had 3 drinks. They were Bacardi Limon and diet, so 0 carbs, 0 sugar. And I was super hungry, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get a sugar-free Red Bull and a beef stick.
Buddy, just drink water. Just drink water and eat broccoli and rice.
I know the beef stick probably isn't the...
I know you don't want to do it because nobody wants to do it. When you're losing weight, nobody wants to do the shit that you really need to do, which is just drink water and eat broccoli and rice and just like chicken breast and shit like that. And, just ground beef and whatever. Obviously, you put seasoning in it. You just don't... The niggas, you got some niggas out here who's just evil to themselves. They just want to eat white rice and just plain chicken breast with literally no season. Like, what are you trying to do, bro? Why are you doing that? Even the only like the pro bodybuilders who literally they count everything down to single calories are willing to do that to themselves. But that's what you have to do if you're actually serious about losing weight, especially when you're over 340 pounds, bro.
But it's not McDonald's, which is like right over there. So I consider this a win. I had 2 hard-boiled eggs with Frank's Red Hot for breakfast. I had some I had an oats and honey granola bar for like lunchish. For dinner I had a ham sandwich with no mayo and some green goodness or mango.
Okay, it's stuff like that. Like I had a ham sandwich with no mayo. What is really, like, what did the mayo really take away, right? It's like, you gotta go calorie by...
Whatever, Bolt House Farm. So, I'm pretty good today, and I may not eat this right now, I don't know, but going home, so we'll see you later this week with the weigh-in.
Like, if you actually aren't even counting, if you aren't counting your calories and you aren't going through a portion size, you aren't eating correct portion sizes, none of this even fucking matters, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
like you out here, you drink fruit juices. You drink fruit juices that are full of sugar, full of carbs and shit.
Here right now. Trains freaking suck in Wisconsin. Hey, Doc. Hey, buddy. What do you say, buddy? Hey. Hey, buddy. He's only 4 months old. These guys are, Chanty and Vianney are 11, and Puppy Dog's 8. But we've really grown, and so...
Is this Twitter back yet? That's actually a good question. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. No, I think it's Twitter. No, his Twitter looks like it's still gone. Maybe he was for real. Hold on, what the fuck? Oh no, I'm at the wrong page. The hell? There we go.
I'm feeding the cats and I'm gonna shut her down for the night. They have their prescription food, that's glucosamine for Mr. Chance. Yeah. Eat your dinner. No, Vianney, eat yours.
It's 11 o'clock right now. 11 p.m. This guy is up 11 p.m. by himself. Wife is away. He's alone at this house feeding these cats and these dogs. And, he's hungry. He's trying to lose weight. He's not really doing a good job at losing weight because he still has all these fucking fruit juices and shit. And he takes all these shortcuts. He's about to go into his basement. All these lights blaring in his face so he can play with cards and play with cars and stuff.
And like see everyone else's. What do you say, Doc? Hey. Hey, buddy. He's focused.
To a degree, I almost can't blame him for becoming an alcoholic because this is the type of lifestyle, right? Wisconsin man who stays most of his time alone in his house while his wife is away and is nothing but cats and shit and spends a lot of his time in the basement. That would make you into an alcoholic in most circumstances, I feel.
Yeah, hey, buddy. There's my buddy. Hey, Andy. Hey, you. No. Go eat yours, fatso. You have to eat your diet food. Just like daddy. Yeah. Eat
Just like daddy.
your diet food. He likes to upgrade, just like me.
I don't know, man. It's just when somebody says, when a person like refers to themselves as daddy to their pets and they don't have kids, it's just, it's different. It's the fur baby talk is just like,
I've got
fur baby talk should be reserved for women, right? Like for aunts and like old ladies and shit like
a
that.
lovely bunch of coconuts, deedly-dee.
Look at all my toys.
What's up, everyone? Just heading out on a Friday to my normal Saturday stuff. Taking the puppy dog to the groomers. Unfortunately for him, he thinks we're going to play, but we're not.
Boathouse ain't even good for you, just a ton of soy protein. There's some whey in there, but as far as cost versus effectiveness, just buy GNC protein shakes or meal shakes, the powder tubs, not the bottles. Both are good though.
As you can see, the weather outside is frightful. It was not conducive to RC. I've got 6 RC trucks that are now sitting, waiting to be ran for my RC channel. It's very frustrating. The subscribers there are being very patient, although I can tell they're getting annoyed just seeing unboxings without seeing anything run. So I'm doing all my errands today.
These vlog videos are actually starting to make me a little depressed. Like I didn't expect this when we started watching these videos. I didn't expect to start feeling depressed. I'm starting to feel bad for this dude. I'm starting to pity this guy a little bit. I wasn't expecting this dude.
In hopes that
I'm like, wow, what a way to live. Like he has money, right? But it's just, I don't know. There are some things that really, I wouldn't trade his current net worth in this video for living the life that he lives. I don't care how nice his house looks.
Saturday, tomorrow, I don't care if it's freezing outside. I should be able to get some footage as long as I've got a very expensive camera, a Panasonic HMC 150, several $1,000s, and that's really, if I had a cheap camera, I'd go outside today. I don't even care. Put a plastic bag over the camera and shoot, but for that channel, I gotta look at the
Clark 778, thank you for $5 Canadian. If the quote, money can't buy you happiness was a person, bro had all the money for therapy and a fitness coach. Suffer Jer, suffer Mel, suffer bish. Brad Corman, thank you for another $5. The hat just had to go flying. Shout out DBDR. Randall Shirker, thank you for $10. As a social drinker myself, I think for these types of people, it's just self-medication to numb themselves to their intractable issues. Mary Jane, unironically, would be a better choice for them. Probably. I mean, you have somebody like Review Tech USA, which proves that even that also doesn't like... If you have the issues, you just got to solve the issues. There's really no... Any cope you use for it is just gonna like come back at you at some point. D Cogs, thank you for $4.99. I drink alone. I do it because I'm mentally unwell and will not change. I need no encouragement. Cowards, I'm doing great. Well, I wish the best for you, brother. Sincerely. Tank Theta, thank you for $2 Australian. Is that what that is? I see the A sign. I can't think of any other country with dollars aside from Australia that start with the letter A. I drink to pull away the mask, to be real. Well, that is the case for a lot of people. Coffee Cat, thank you for $5. Jeremy had probably helped thousands lose weight by being an anti-inspiration. Tejas Libre, thank you for another $10. By staying in the basement, he's celebrating Adam's Jewish heritage. He's putting him in his house above him. But instead of in the attic, it's in his bedroom, hiding his kosher dill in heather. Neon If Graves, thank you for €2. Don't cry for him, Mikey. He's already dead. Brad Plays, thank you for $1.99. He's shockingly almost kind of likable in these. I would say more pitiful right? Pitiable, I would say. I don't know, I feel like my empathy is being activated having to watch this for so long. Like you're watching somebody, again, like I said, this was him when he had the self-awareness to know he had some problems and he tried to fix them. He failed, but at least he tried. And I don't know, it's kind of sad to know what eventually happened in the future. I mean, yeah, he did make a lot of money in the future, but he still ended up in the place he's currently at. Yakass, it's been a while. It's been a while, bro, since I've seen you. Thank you for the $5. Every time I'm at the grocery store, I always laugh when I see the Little Debbie oatmeal pies, and I'll think of Jer, clown face.
Book and see, like, if the book says that it's okay to run outside when it's like 30 degrees, I'm gonna. So I'll check that out when I get back.
Jeremy is gonna make it so I can't monetize this fucking stream. All this music. YouTube is gonna be like, why are you playing copyrighted music, you fucking fat? And it's like, all right, damn. It wasn't me, YouTube. It was him.
That's what $180 in cat food looks like.
I mean, if you got the money, you might as well try and feed your pets good, you know? No point in cheaping out on cat and dog food if you can afford not to. I'd do that. If I could afford it, if I was a fucking millionaire, I don't know if he's a millionaire at this point. He claimed to coach that he was a couple years from this. But if I was a millionaire, 100% I'd be, you know, feeding my pets the best food that, you know, you could possibly feed a dog or a cat. This is sad documentary. This is sad introspective documentary music that's being played in his car. He doesn't even realize it. Like the radio just knew. The radio knew what soundtrack to play to this dude's life.
Alright, I got the brand new Soren vs. Tybalt dual deck. Just came out today. I'm going to try to get home and do a video for my Magic channel before Johnny Cinnabon gets his video out, since he's
This was back before Wizards of the Coast went woke, and whenever you would see something and you would see some shit, it would be like rainbow gradient on it. You didn't have to worry if it was anything suspicious going on. Honestly, you should have been suspicious. This is probably when it started, right? It's blue and red, right? But the gradient makes it seem like it has this rainbow shade when the light hits it at a certain angle. And I think that this was where it started, right?
Jack my style a little bit.
Is that a giant bone because you went to the spa today?
Ugh. As moments of sheer terror, speckled in with even shorter moments of mild acceptance.
You ain't got to do all that. See, you guys don't have to, when you're actually trying to lose weight, you ain't got to do all of that. You don't have to like just be Rocky and eat raw eggs or drink some weird healthy drink. Like just count your calories and just eat healthy. Make sure you hit certain like, you know, nutrient goals and shit like that. You don't have to be so extreme about it. If you were a pro fighter, sure, but you're not. You're just a fat motherfucker trying to lose a couple pounds. You don't gotta go extreme like that. So, am I supposed to believe that you go out to these bars and you don't drink, though? Are we supposed to believe that, Jeremy, that you hit the bar and you don't drink? What do you do then? If he just he goes to the bar, everybody else is partying, his friends are there, they're drinking, he doesn't drink anything, he just drinks water? Obviously, you're doing something when you're there.
My dog apparently has fleas. Just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos for my Magic the Gathering channel, 2 videos for my RC Nightmare channel. I've got 3 videos left to do for my Marketing Sheriff channel, and 1 for my Me vs. Me blog channel, which is what you're watching right now. tired.
You can use the male diet of sticks of butter and great value shrimp.
But I know if I go upstairs...
I mean, if it works, it works.
I won't finish. Alright, it's time to weigh in. Let's see. $342.9. So
343, basically.
I'm pretty sure.
Like, don't do that. It's 342.9. It's 343, bro. Don't play with the scale like that. The scale knows what it says.
That's
I'm not gonna round up, so it's basically 342. It's 343.
a little bit of a loss.
Also, I don't know, if you're really fat and you weigh over 300 pounds and you go from 346 to 343, that's just water weight. That's just you didn't eat or drink a lot for a weekend and you took a piss. That's all that is.
Maybe a pound.
You basically haven't even like lost any weight for real.
Not a ton, but definitely feel like it's a little down. But hey, honestly, a pound a week, I'd be super happy with that.
Okay, so a pound a week. So we started in February. We're now in March, right? This started in early February. We're in late March. We're now in late March still. Go fuck yourself, John Stamos. All right, I don't know what that's about. Maybe he'll explain it in the video.
Oh yeah, we're going SMG. Well, it's not sour cream and onion Pringles, but if the commercial's right, John Stamos is gonna pop out of somewhere, and maybe him
What
and I
is
can
that?
chat
Wait, what is that? What are you making?
about how awesome Full House was.
Wait, what is that?
Gonna pop out of somewhere, and maybe him and I can chat about how awesome Full House was.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What is that white shit in there? Is that like, what is it, oatmeal or something? Like, what is that? Because depending on what that is, this isn't as healthy as you probably think it is.
So didn't you find love or salvation?
Was it yogurt? Is that what it was? It was just strawberries and yogurt? Okay, what type of yogurt was it? Because there are different types of yogurt, right?
They do.
Not all yogurt is like equal, especially when you're trying to lose weight.
This goes out to the 1% of YouTube commenters that I won't even say they're trolls. I think trolls are hilarious.
Oh, really? Really?
I won't even say they're trolls. I think trolls are hilarious.
He thinks we're hilarious, guys. He's always thought this, apparently. Jeremy loves trolls. He's been loving trolls like his whole career. When was this? 2013? 13 years ago, bro was fucking loving the trolls. I wonder if he loves them now. Maybe he actually doesn't, right? Or maybe he's like, he doesn't actually hate us or the casino or Kiwi Farms or any of his old anti-wokey friends. Maybe he loves us still and he's just playing hard to get. Tez Libre, thank you for $5. I need to tap out on super chats. This was just me paying reparations on Jared's behalf for striking you the first time I ever caught you live. That's right. Hey, thank you, bro. I'm kind of like suspicious. You're saying paying reparations. Your name is Tez Libre, so I don't know, like, I don't know, like, paying reparations on what? Is Jared like half Latino? Still, I thank you anyway, brother. Thank you for your service. APX Velcana, thank you for $10. When I decided to start losing weight, I drew a hard line in the sand. Strict keto, vape gone, water and tea only, lost 30 pounds in 3 weeks, and still going strong. See, when you commit, you get easy commit results. Brad Plays 81, thank you for $199. Again, I lost 110 pounds just counting, and it wasn't hard. Yakass, thank you for $5. Jared's literally the meme of that guy in the corner at the party. I mean, I guess that's all he does. If we're to believe that Jeremy wasn't drinking during this period, he was literally just going to bars and just standing in the corner while his friends had fun and were drinking, which I don't want to say. I don't want to like act like you can't have fun when you're out with your friends at a bar and you're not drinking. Obviously, you can. There are people who go out with people who drink a lot and, you know, they don't drink that much or they don't drink at all and they still have a good time with their friends. And hey, their friends, you know, they fuck with it because now there's always a nigga who can drive that they don't even have to worry about. Hey, JJ's not going to drink. He's always good at the wheel. But I guess Jeremy really was just hanging out in the corner while everybody else was having fun. Randall Shirker, thank you for $5. Maybe I'm just weird, but all I needed to do was cut out added sugar and refined grains like white flour-based breads with whole wheat. Lost 40 pounds. Quiet Rider, thank you for $2. Jeremy weighs himself, scale, can't breathe.
This is what I think of you.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't care about trolls. Trolls are funny. It's that 1% of YouTube subscribers that feel as though they're owed something for paying you the thousands of dollars that they did to subscribe to your channel. They feel like they need a
Yo, Mikey, you ever thought about doing a video on Elijah Schaffer? Yes, I have.
Tell you when they're displeased with.
And I've known that thing about Elijah Schaffer is I've realized that I just have to start saving shit because he likes to delete shit now. Because here's the thing, he's like the quartering where he'll have these manic episodes when the substance abuse really kicks in. And also he has like some genuine mental illness even when he's sober. That Jeremy, well, I guess Jeremy does have some sort of mental illness. I guess every lolcow is low-key mentally, let's not say mental ill. Let's say mentally imbalanced in some way. Every lolcow is. But Elijah Schaffer especially. So he'll have these episodes where he'll just delete content or delete tweets. And you just got to archive it, you know, when you can. But yeah, I've been paying attention to him.
You and threaten that they may choose to unsubscribe, completely crumbling the ego of the particular YouTube subscriber or YouTube producer, and obviously striking them homeless and with the worst case of poverty since the Great Depression. Go fuck yourself. Subscribers that comment on videos without taking a fucking second to go look at other videos you may have done. The most annoying comment I read is, you don't do any running videos. Or, did you do this or that?
Imagine if he had listened to those people. Imagine if he had listened to people who's like, hey man, maybe you should go get some cardio. Hey dude, maybe you should like cut back on the sugar while you're dieting. Hey man, maybe you should like do a vlog or two at the gym. You know, go to the gym. You don't even have to lift that hard. Just lift something. Imagine if you had listened to those people. Maybe he would have made more than 10 videos on this channel.
There's almost always yes. You didn't bother to take one fucking second to look, yet you expect me to respond to you. I'm not going to respond to that. Or how about this one? How much is it? When I fucking said how much it was in the video. Like I said here. All right, like I said. 99.5% of you commenters, I love it. I'm still going to read the comments, that's for sure. But one thing that kind of makes me sad is like
2013 and dude was already complaining about trolls in his video. Like, it's all this is, right? Is this just a seethe video?
Like there's that.
Is this video just going to be him seething about trolls? Talking about how he's not taking his weight loss journey that seriously?
Saying something.
It's like, hey man, you keep saying you're trying to lose weight. You keep going to bars and you're eating and drinking a bunch of stuff with a lot of calories and sugar in them, and you aren't like going out to exercise or anything like that.
Like evil truly prevails when good people do nothing or something like that.
What?
And like obviously somebody's comment on a meaningless video about RC or magic cards or even this vlog isn't about good versus evil. But I guess I kind of expect more out of the people that aren't complete fucking morons, the people who I actually, that I'm very glad are subscribed to my channel. You know, on my RC channel, the 29,000 of you that I love versus the 200 of you that are not my favorite. When I read stupid comments like that and they catch me on the wrong day, I feel like just hanging it up completely, or just doing channels like this where I just
Really?
don't give a fuck.
You really just thought about quitting because somebody was saying something mean to you in the comments? Man, no wonder you didn't make it. That's so bitch. Man, this guy really ain't got no heart at all, man. I don't even think he would have gone the distance against Rich in the ring. I can't believe how much he's made me turn around my opinion on him and Jeremy boxing in the ring. I remember when I first made that first Review Tech USA documentary back in 2024. I was like, damn, dude, ain't no way that Rich is gonna beat Jeremy in the ring when Jeremy's like 6'5". He would beat the fuck out of Rich. And now I'm looking back, I'm like, no, Rich might have been able to take him. Rich might have been able to like go. He might have gone Rocky.
And I say,
That's actually saying too much, right? Because obviously neither of them are Rocky, and the other one isn't Apollo Creed or Ivan Drago or anything like that. But still, I really do think that Rich might be slightly tougher than Jeremy at this point.
whatever.
They're both bitch. They're both bitch made, but I feel like there's a little bit more female canine inside of the quartering than there is inside of Review Tech USA.
I want to say, because pleasing people on YouTube is extremely difficult to do. So I'm doing a little call to arms here of the
Dropbox versus Piss Drain. Exactly.
people that aren't complete morons. And you need to help
Rocky
squash out these
Balboa.
trolls too. And I think for the
Rocky Balboa. Exactly.
next month on my big channels, I'm not even going to reply to comments unless they absolutely deserve it. If they're well written, I'm going to do it. And then I'll speckle in a few go fuck yourselves. I think
Yes, Jeremy is that tall. He looks like a manlet because first off, he's got this beard that makes him like, this is usually the dwarf coat beard, right? I'm not trying to say like only tall guys, only short guys can have facial hair, and when they have it, they're coping, and tall guys. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying that you got a lot of guys like Beardson McBeardley, who they have their big bushy beard to like, it's almost like they're trying to compensate for being complete manlets. Hold on, maybe I can see Beardson and Louis Theroux. Right? Hold on, this right here. Where is it? Right? Like shit like this. So you see Beardson. The reason why Beardson has to keep his beard on is because he's built like this. This is how the Lord made him. He didn't give him an inch more. He didn't give him an inch more. So he has to keep that beard on him in order. It's like a cope device, right? So people think that that's like what the quartering does. The quartering wears his beard as a cope. But no, the quartering wears his beard not to cope for a lack of height, but to cope for being fat. And also he doesn't film himself below, say, like his upper body, because then you will be able to see how fat he is. He dresses in a way to fit his figure very well, and it still doesn't work. This is crazy. Louis Theroux, he's a documentarian, so he had to put this. Louis had to tell his editor to put this frame, to put this scene of that documentary into the documentary. Louis wanted this scene specifically to be in there. Louis Theroux, man, he's such a good documentarian. I don't agree with a lot of his political takes or whatever, but I can't deny this moment right here, mate. That's like a giant Louis Theroux W. I don't know why Nick allowed this to happen. I don't know why he consented to this. But oh, Louis also got something good with look at this right here. Look at Louis did this shit, right? Every time Louis did some shit with Nick Fuentes and his groipers, he always makes sure that he's always in a frame where he makes them look like as big a manly. Nick isn't that small compared to Louis, but Louis deliberately makes sure that he's a little bit closer to the camera, so Nick just looks so fucking tiny that he looks like a pygmy, right? Just funny shit.
I think that'll be nice. Here's another really awesome comment. Nissan equals Nissan, not Nissan. Go fuck yourself. What's up, guys? So this video has been kind of ranty, and I don't want you to think that, you know.
Yeah, you spend half of it complaining about trolls you say don't even bother you. Why are you always so greasy, bro? You don't even we know you don't exercise even though you say you're losing weight. Why are you always so greasy then?
Oh, just when you produce videos on YouTube, every once in a while you get a little frustrated. So, you know, all's good. You got the mail, and I think there's my cat, Doc. He's helping me out with the mail. What's up, Kitty Cat? Ooh, fancy. A Badlands and a Plateau. And actually some probably pretty rad stuff in the middle. But,
he lives in Wisconsin. How is he always so hot? That's a very good question.
Now I need to send out his. So the YouTube trading community, at least for trading cards, is pretty cool. So
you think he living in Florida or Texas or Nevada or something, the way he's always melting. Wisconsin in the winter, or at least in like late autumn too.
You've kind of garnered.
Wait, no, hold up. Oh no, it's like, no, it's March 28th. So it's like early spring. It's like late winter, early spring.
Some respect. You can actually get, you know, people send to you first, so then like you get their cards, and then you're responsible to send out your half of the deal. So right now I need to go downstairs and get his stuff and get it packaged up. Looks like it arrived all good. I'll look at the cards closer, but that's pretty tight. Just add good. So are you saying that this stuff isn't good? You get the nice fridge. Whoop.
Well, he's just wasting shit. What even is this? Hold on.
You get the nice. Just add good.
Just add good. Dutch apple. Wait, hold on. Can I look that up? Let me see. I always laugh when I see this shit. Louis Theroux is a genius. I don't give a fuck, dude. Just add good Dutch. What is this? Dutch something? I think it was. Is that what it was? Just add good. I think it was yogurt. Was it? Was that what it was? Too good. Is this what it was? Does anybody know what brand that was right there? That he was looking at? Like, hold on. Let me pull it back up for you guys. I want to figure this out because he refuses. He is strategically refusing to show us what these label. Dutch apple pie. Bulgur. Dutch apple pie. Is that what it's called? Apple right? Let's see. No, that just gave us actual Dutch apple pie. Oh, is that what it is? No, that's not what it is. I don't know, bro. I just want to see what the nutrition label looks like, bro.
Good. So are you saying that this stuff isn't good? You get the nice fridge. Whoop. But what they don't tell you.
Okay, what about that Maytag? Maytag. What is that? Maytag. All right, that gives us an appliance. Okay.
These things are like $30 each. Oh, no, don't drink that. Yucky. I use my sock mop. Internet marketer.
Oh, it's just water filter? Okay. Dark side film maxing. Can't record the audio. Can't record the audio and the video from the actual source. No, you got to record it with your camera in your lap, probably.
Yes. Call of Duty. This is my new money-saving technique. BTW. While I realize this stuff is supposed to be good, it doesn't really taste like vanilla. I mean, I know it's low fat and everything.
Okay, so it's vanilla yogurt with strawberries.
But I really think it does need the goodness. I'm not a huge fan of it. My wife made me these little torts that were much better.
The plastic top means a dry add-in.
I don't know. All I did was scoop it out of the container. So
like chopped chips or granola or sprinkles. Whatever it is, I know it's just some sugary bullshit. Bro says that he's dieting. All he's doing is eating sugary bullshit. And then he's like, oh, I'm dieting because it's low calories.
I have to kill some people. Go fuck yourself.
All right, so this was that video kind of shocked me. It was mostly him complaining about trolls, giving him good advice, it seems. I don't know, maybe the trolls meant well. I feel like the trolls meant well, honestly, Jeremy. I don't know why you got so mad. That's it. Brad Corman, thank you for $5. But if Jared says something nice to you one time 10 years ago, you owe him lifetime fealty. You're under the dominion of Lord Ham Planet. Flash DRC, thank you for $5. More support for the Vander Kane video as a black sports lolcow. Dude is a crybaby, a goon, and a minority in a white man's sport. Quiet Rider, thank you for $5. It would be like the movie where Sylvester Stallone fought Robert De Niro. Pathetic, and nobody wanted it.
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this? Who? Jack Burton.
Hey, well, the snow's melted-ish out there, if you can tell. So that means I'm going bashing tomorrow. It's 45 degrees-ish today. Supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow, so I'm going to pack up tonight. I'm going to go bash. Check out some of this cool stuff I have upstairs in my spare bedroom. Remember that thing?
Why don't you take advantage of this weather that's warming up to finally go for a jog or a walk? You got all that nature, right? You got all this nature out there. You could just walk a couple miles a day, at least a mile a day, without having to worry about anybody fucking bothering you.
Giant Arleigh Burke RC boat. I'm going to run that this spring. Get these random...
Yeah, his hair is thinning, which is weird because it's like... We've only gone forward like 2 months. We've only gone forward like 2 months and his hair is already like this.
Bedroom. Remember that thing? It's for when my friends and I have a few drinks. We bust those out and have a little fun. Got some sweet...
You what? You bust what?
These random helis. Battle helis for when my friends and I have a few drinks. We bust those out. And
okay, you bust those out. Okay. I was getting suspicious because you say I'm going to go out and bash later. I'm bashing, I'm busting. Like, what's going on in Wisconsin, man?
Fun. Got some sweet wireless headphones, and a new wireless mouse. Note to self, remember to turn the damn things off because every time I forget, I have to put a new battery in it. That's what you call 10 pounds of cute in a 5-pound bag. Drove all the way to West Bend, which is like 20 minutes north of where I live. I do a lot of my bash videos up on my parents.
Oh, you do a lot of bashing at your parents' place? Wow.
And while a lot of my snow is
Bro was just bashing everywhere.
melted here, I kind of thought theirs would be melted too.
Are you allowed to bring your wife with you when you decide to go bashing?
Wasn't.
Or do you just bash with the boys exclusively?
Everything was completely covered. My leg is in a scratching post. You poop? So I just realized a ton of people...
Bro was never playing hype music. He's never playing hype music in his fucking car or his truck whenever he's driving. Like, nothing crunk is ever going on. No hard rock, no rap, not even any, like, smooth, like, nothing, bro. Not even any, like, fun country or something. It's always some sad shit, dude.
I play Call of Duty online are either racist or homophobic.
Like, I feel like it should be against the law. It should be against the law for you to play sad music in places like Wisconsin because there are too many people who are driving around drunk, lonely at the middle of the night for you to be playing sad music. You are just like putting everybody in the state at risk when you're doing stuff like that.
So I just realized a ton of people that play Call of Duty online are either racist or homophobic. Huh. The more you know. Shit, would you render faster? People
You just now realize that? You realized that in 2013, bro?
didn't know if they won. I also tried doing my running videos for RC Nightmare today, and I obviously earlier in the episode, you know, I went all the way north to try to run them, and the fucking snow was still there, so I decided I would just come home and then take a break. Well, to be honest, it's kind of overwhelming to have like 7 kits, and I've never had to run this many kits before, especially without Brandon. And it's just really demotivating to have to do so many. I'm trying a new setup. I'm still
Brandon leaving really did, like, I don't know, that really did hurt him.
still doing kind of like
That really did hurt, bro. Brandon was his nigga for real.
basic
That was the homie Brandon.
box to ground running video that I did the last.
Like, that probably would have, his wife divorcing him probably would have, like, hurt him less emotionally than Brandon leaving.
Last set.
Who else am I gonna play? Because here's the thing, his wife doesn't share his love of his RC toy shit. She doesn't. But Brandon did. Brandon understood him.
And I'm still using kind of a GoPro camera just because it's too damn hard to shoot and drive and get the same like cinematic quality. But I'm hoping what I lose in production value, I gain in the fact that people actually get to see like what the kit looks like, and it's not all Hollywooded up like some of our running videos. I mean, the running videos I have on RC Nightmare, I mean, I have a couple Traxxas ones that are like close to 1 million views already. So I'm trying to balance like helping people with helping myself. But it's just too overwhelming to try to shoot such a really just crazy running video, especially when I've got like 8 sitting outside that I've got to get run for you guys. So I'm gonna do this batch like box to ground style with the helmet cam, just so you can see how they go. However, I'll consider like for the next ones, like after I clear these 7, I'm gonna go down to having like just.
He never suggests, right? He never suggests going to the gym. This whole thing, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if you're trying to get your shit together, you're trying to stop drink, you're starting to drink less, to eat better, and to lose weight, surely going to the gym at least a couple days out of the week, even just like 2 or 3, should be on the list. He literally works from home. He works from home. He like literally just plays with toys for a living, essentially. If you count the trading cards too, which I guess you really can. He plays with toys. He plays with plastic and cardboard for a living. That's what he does. He has all this free time. He could take his dogs out for a walk with him at the very least, but he never thinks of doing that. Holy shit, dude, his eyes. They're like purple, dude. Oh my God. Dude, man, this is crazy. He does not look, he's 29. I have to remind you guys again, this guy is 29. This whole channel, this channel takes place between when Jeremy is 29 and when he just turns 30. So everything you're seeing, you're like, man, he looks fucked up. You're looking at a dude who's technically still like a young-ish man.
1 or 2
Like he just left young adulthood. Jeremy did.
kits at a time, and I may switch back to the running videos depending on like for those of you who subscribe to my RC Nightmare channel. Let me know what you'd rather see, because I can do like the helpful videos, like hey, here's how it looks, really much quicker. For like the crazy like music video style running videos I used to do, I really need to find someone to help me.
It's been a long day and they need their rest. Here goes another $4. This is the best card pool I've ever had. If I don't win, I'm as bad as I thought.
Wait, hold up. Is this Magic the Gathering Online? The game he admitted to spending like $50,000 on?
Winner!
Hell yeah, guys! We did over 1,000 views of our last the last vlog I did. I don't know if it's because of the blatant use of fuck in the video and or the title, but I'm really pumped about that. So let's see if we can beat it this time. I want to hit like 1,500 views. That's a 50% improvement. That's pretty nuts.
You know something that's weird? I still see people. I see a lot of people who they still kind of censor themselves on YouTube and shit, right? They don't say certain swears. They don't say certain stuff. I have literally never had a problem with any of my videos being monetized, with the exception of 3, right? 4. No, I want to say 4. The first time I ever had a video that had a problem with it being monetized was, well, no, hold up, 5. I want to say 5. The first time I had a video being monetized was the John Finley one, because I used the song near the end of the video called by Tofu Beats, which was copyrighted. So I couldn't monetize that video, which I didn't care about because I couldn't even monetize the channel at that point because I would still have barely over 300 subs by the time that the Review Tech USA video, first documentary, would go up. The second time was with the Review Tech US follow-up video, Review Tech USA's Week of Humiliation, because that video got age restricted because I show one of Rich's titties, which is very odd because Rich shows his titties all the fucking time in his content, but apparently he doesn't run into the same trouble that I did, so I always thought that was very suspicious. The other time was the Jackie Singh video, which doesn't exist, which used to be fine, even though I literally said nigger in the video. I said, because there's this one time when I had to bring up the Gay Nigger Association of America, and I literally just said the name. I didn't even censor myself when I said it. But that was fine up until the video went down because of some shit at the end, because it was like, they said it was endangering children, because I was talking about Lolly Chan, which is a whole lore about this young girl. She was like 13, 14 on 4chan, posting like feet pics and herself sitting fully clothed, but still sitting on like toilets and shit. But her face was censored for pedophiles on the B board on 4chan. And I was talking about how Jackie Singh did the one righteous thing ever, which is that she doxed Lolly, or she didn't dox Lolly Chan. She found her docs. I'm calling her Lolly Chan. That's what she called herself, okay? I didn't give her that name. She gave herself that name. But anyway, Jackie Singh, she found Lolly Chan's docs, and she found out who her parents were, who her school was. And she contacted the school with information about what Lolly Chan was doing on this internet forum. And then her parents took away her internet privileges, so then she couldn't do anything like that anymore. And I praised her. That was like the one time I was positive about Jackie Singh in the whole video. And somehow that's the part of the video that ended up getting the video taken down. You can still find it on Odyssey or some archive channels that have re-uploaded it on YouTube for me. So you can find it there. The other time, the fourth time, was Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, I got that video. That video got a yellow $sign because I said coon. That was the only thing. I said coon one time in that video. Or maybe I said it twice. But it was only one instance. Anyway, that got the video yellow $sign. And then the fifth and final time was when my latest video about Jeremy Hambley, about, his bull apocalypse, that video got age restricted by Jeremy. And it got lifted along with Jeremy age restricted the video, and then he took down the stream that I was talking about, and I did the tier list that got taken out. Then I couldn't stream for a minute, but then YouTube in one day, which is very, interesting. YouTube in one day, they gave me back the ability to stream, and they restored, the video. So now it's fully monetized, the latest Jeremy Hambley video, right? So I don't understand people who censor themselves so much on YouTube, because I say all the shit that I say. And the majority of my content, including my streams where I say stuff like nigger and faggot, is fine. So,
But let's do it and listen to some fucking tunes for a minute here.
This stream vibe probably isn't going to get monetized though, because of the music he's playing in the background, which I don't care. I don't care about that, but that's probably going to be why.
Motherfucking Hobby Town. So part of running all these YouTube channels means I gotta write a bunch of stuff off, right? So it pays to have a good friend who, that's why I come to my local hobby town, because it's tax time, and I didn't save my receipts, but I called, and they were really nice, and printed them all out for me. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, is that just going to be a regular part of the content, him telling us to go fuck ourselves, right? I guess he liked that. He liked that rant that he went on. He's really feeling himself when he went on that one rant, I guess. Brad Kornman, thank you for $5. If he tried to jog, his knees would be in worse condition than Derrick Rose. Tez Libre, hey, I thought you said you ran out, bro. What happened? Thank you for another $10, though. I Googled just add good Dutch apple pie. The only results is Reddit for breast milk in the work fridge. Tired of people at work stealing my coffee creamer. Also, it's Chobani Creations apple pie. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Christ, thank you for $4.99. We need to make a Big Brother-esque show with lolcow like quartering, RTU, DSP, Wings, Boogie, LTG, etc. with Keemstar as the host. Christ, thank you for another $4.99. Wait, even better, a Real Housewives show with lolcows. Oh, that would be a great idea, actually. Because a lot of these lolcows are married. If we could get, like, Jeremy's wife and Phil's wife, Kat, right? And Wings' wife, we could get them on a show together. Bro, that might actually, they would all get better viewership than their husbands would if Keemstar could pull that off. Anyway, we're on the
webcam?
Second to last video. And we're now in April. We're in late April now.
Like 3 days.
Started in early February. We're over 2 months deep.
Ago, I used it once. It's actually a pretty good webcam. Worked really well. 1080p. You know, actually the audio was pretty good, but my kitten really liked it a lot more, and he modified it for me. So check this out now. He made it wireless. So thanks for that, buddy. Thanks, Doc. This is what, like, $101,000 in receipts looks like. Gotta go do my taxes tomorrow. Hope I survive. Go get a...
Oh, the IRS loves niggas like this.
Go get a drink.
Everything is a tax write-off.
Because it might be the last one I can afford.
He's DSP maxing. Literally everything's a tax write-off.
For a little while.
All these toys I buy, all these Magic the Gathering pulls that I do. He might actually put the Magic the Gathering online pulls on his taxes before. He might have actually been DSP maxing. It's so sad, dude. I don't know if he realizes how sad these little mini driving montages are in his vlogs, where because to us it's just a minute. To him, this is hours upon hours of him doing this for years, decades, really. He's been doing shit like this for like 20 years. 20 years he's been driving sadly on the highway at night. Sad music is playing. He's probably been drunk too. This is a rare instance where he's been doing this shit and he hasn't been drinking that much, right? Because he was trying not to. It's a lot of hidden misery in these videos.
No sweat. Can I just get a number 7 playing with...
Oh, this is exactly where I want to go. This is exactly where you should go if you want to lose weight, right?
Cheese.
Just stop at McDonald's, right? There's definitely something healthy on the menu there. So here's the thing. You can go to McDonald's if you're trying to lose weight, so long as you're actually counting your calories. If you count your calories, you can basically eat anything almost and still lose weight. But I know he's not doing that.
Little Black Rebel Motorcycle Club for my ride home. Boy, did you go potty? Good boy. You sit? Hey, I said sit. Sit your butt down. Good boy. Can you shake? Good boy. Sit down. Shake. Good boy. Other paw. No, other paw. Other paw. Good boy. You're a good puppy. You want a rawhide stick? Tell me. Good boy. At a Metro Mart. Check these out. Lemon slice.
Whoa, what's up with the lighting, bruh? Is he using a filter or is it just... You know, there was a time in American history. You remember that time when every fucking game had that weird lighting, that piss lighting almost, where everything seemed kind of orange to yellowish, like everything was faded a little bit. That used to be a thing because there used to be a certain lighting they used to be. It's called high pressure sodium lamps, right? So there used to be, this used to be like common. So for decades, everything used to be orange and yellow. And if you ever wonder, I don't know if that's the case in this store, but that's the reason why those games back then, they had this filter around them. Because for some reason, all the developers, even though we weren't living in that era anymore, they wanted to have that filter, the orange and yellow piss filter that Americans had to live with for decades.
I'm not going to get any of these. I'm going to just get some money for the donation club. Yeah, right. What's up, Mobile? What are you taking money out for? Are you taking money out to invest in young college girls' education? No. Stale jelly beans. Bulk's my favorite flavor. Oh my god, stomach aids. That's the worst kind of
Wait, what? Stomach aids?
AIDS you can have.
Yeah, the ATM bull. I forgot. We had another bull. Another one. The ATM bull. Look, he recognized them immediately. He's like, oh, this looks like a stud who be running through them college hoes, right? He knows immediately. Every time Jeremy approaches another man, it's always on some sexual type shit. First thing he thinks about when he sees another dude is, man, I bet this dude fucks tons, man. I bet he's just dumping loads inside of everybody, man. He fucks like a stallion. He really is female coded. That's what this is. I realize what this is. This is female coded soundtracks, right? This is a type of soundtrack that would play in like the early to late early aughts or like early 10s to like some rom-com type music. This would be the soundtrack. These songs will be on the soundtrack of some rom-com for women. Is he singing along?
All right, check this out.
Why is everything orange? What the fuck?
So I turned 30.
This is actually tripping me out now. Everything is orange for some reason.
30 like 53 minutes ago. And I think 30 is kind of an important birthday. It's an important time in life. And, you know, as my pets run around and eat.
Oh, you know, I just pieced it together. The reason why he decided to go on this journey anyway, in the first place, is because he was turning 30. He was 29, he was turning 30, and he was like, you know what? I want to clean my shit. I want to clean my shit up. I'm about to leave my 20s. I want to be in better shape. I want to drink less. I want to eat better. I want to go out more, right? It probably was also motivated by Brandon no longer being around. He lost his buddy. He lost his bro. He lost his homie, his soulmate, some would even say, right? The OG Sky Bull, right? He lost him. So that probably also like did something to him. And he's like, man, I'm going to change as a person. And he failed, right? He didn't fail. There's one more video after this. And I doubt that Jeremy is going to be significantly in shape. Maybe he'll weigh himself one last time, but...
I think the most important lesson I've learned in 30 years is to never accept mediocrity. Whether that be in yourself or in the people around you, I really think it's especially important when you're talking about the people around you, the people that you decide to spend your time with. And really make that statement kind of your own. So like, never accept mediocrity. You can really have it all. You know, in life, there's a lot of difficult things you're going to go through, but if you're always really expecting more, if you're expecting the best, you can really have it all. And
this really is strangely tragic to me. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why this is getting to me so much, man. I didn't expect to pity this guy this much. Maybe it's because I know what comes after this. We all do. We all know what comes in the 13 to 14 years after he makes these videos. And it's kind of sad how much future Jer completely disappointed past Jer, right? 29-year-old, 30-year-old Jeremy had to look at what fucking early 40s Jeremy is doing right now. He'd be very, very ashamed of himself right now.
You know, I'm inspired by somebody actually this week. You know, I've got an RC channel with 30,000 subscribers. Here I've got this little Magic the Gathering channel with like, I don't know, 3,000-4,000 subscribers. And I had a fellow named Zaknafian Mac.
Where's this cuck's wife? She works late at night. She works night shifts at a hospital, which is, you know, the worst place you want to have your bitch at night is at a hospital. Working a night shift at a hospital. Might as well just like be dating a stripper who works the night shift at that fucking point. But that's where she is. So he usually spends, or at least at this point in his life, he spent extensive portions of, you know, the day at night by himself with his dogs, playing Call of Duty, making videos, taking long drives to the store, occasionally going to bars to get drunk and then driving back home, sadly. You know, that was his life. That might still be his life. It probably is still his life right now. You know, it probably actually isn't his life. He probably goes outside significantly less than he used to. At least he used to drive places. He doesn't even do that anymore, probably.
He, you know, it's just a kid. I don't know really how old he is, but he took the time to send me really something awesome. Custom made, like signed land, and I've never had anyone really send me anything like that from any channel. And he told me a little bit about, you know, his life's been kind of tough lately and things like that. So Zaknafian, you know, just remember these words, you know, never accept mediocrity. And that doesn't mean you have to be a hard ass in life, and that doesn't mean you have to be a...
Mediocrity to him was probably just don't be super lazy, which I guess, granted, to his credit, he isn't. I'll say this about Rich. I don't like Rich. I keep getting him and Jeremy confused. I'll say this about Jeremy. I don't think that he's like a lazy ass. Well, he is lazy. He's lazy with his content. But as far as like production, you know what it is? Jeremy is Marx. He is Karl Marx's... He's somebody who took the theories of Karl Marx to their ultimate conclusion, which is that he makes low quality shit that doesn't really have a whole lot of value to anybody, but he puts in a lot of hours making that low quality slop. So that equals him being a very, very productive person. Because even though he's never put out a single fucking video or stream or short that's worth a damn, he has spent so much time producing all of this garbage that, you know, I can't say with confidence that he's lazy. He's not talented, right? I think Craig said this. Stuttering Craig actually said it best. He says that he admitted that Jeremy works hard, but he said that he's not talented and he doesn't make good content, which is basically that, right? So to Jeremy, he says, you know, don't settle for mediocrity. He doesn't mean in the quality of your craft, because Jeremy's craft has always been trash. What he means is don't settle for being a lazy ass. Put in the 12 to 14 to 16 hour work days and eventually you'll make it.
Douche.
Which I guess it did eventually work out for him that way. You know, for a while at least it did.
But as long as you expect a little bit better from yourself and the people around you, you can really have it all. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I didn't get any breaks in life, but I really feel really happy where I'm at. And so I'm going to keep doing these vlogs, and I hope you guys like them. And I hope you know that, you know, my personal motto really is to not accept mediocrity and to expect to win and succeed every time. And you're going to lose, but that happens. Just keep striving.
Man, okay. So he said that he's going to keep doing these vlogs. This is the last video. This is the last video on this channel. He only made 10, right? His second to last video. He said, I really like making these videos. He only made one more. He only made the last video. Drunken words to live by. He was drunk there. Possibly.
What's up, everyone?
Probably, honestly, let's be real.
It's my birthday.
This is probably the reason why he quit. Okay, so I was right, right? So he literally only made this. This was a, can I get it together before I turn 30 type shit. And he couldn't, so he gave up. In fact, he looks even fatter now. He looks fatter in this frame than he did when he first started. Also, holy shit, dude. It looks like he has a black eye, dude. It looks like the bull just like need him. He just like, like, I told you not to bite, Jeremy. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Get it together, man. And that just demoralized him, and he didn't want to, you know, try and lose weight anymore.
What's up, everyone? It's my birthday. Decided I would vlog today. I got a pretty crazy birthday planned. Gonna go see Between the Pine Trees, or Between Two Ferns, or Behind the Pines, or something like that. It looks pretty good. Then I'm gonna go to Chili's, and then I'm gonna go gun shopping. Classic Wisconsin birthday. Check out this sweet card. Handmade by the wife.
I want to be anti-gun or something, but I always felt like, I don't know, you live in a place that's kind of remote. I want to say, like, I don't know, he does live in a place. It doesn't look like there are many other people around him. He has to drive a long way out to get to anywhere. He's alone a lot. He drinks a lot. And you also have guns. It's very amazing. It's actually very surprising that Jeremy never, you know, you would have thought he has all of the signs, right?
Check out these sick. Look at these cupcakes.
Okay, so I guess the diet is over. I guess he gave up. He didn't even make it to the end of the channel. He didn't even make it to the last video of this channel without just giving up on the diet shit.
Been out without getting it all over myself? Probably not. Ugh. Look at that. Frosting delicious.
So much for losing weight.
Also got a panini
so much
puff
for that.
thingy. Pretty neat.
He probably thought, well, I'll just have one cheat day. I'll just have one cheat day because it's my birthday and then I'll start again. No, bro. That one cheat day will lead to a cheat weekend, which leads to a cheat week, which leads to a cheat month, and then the diet is just dead.
Gonna make a panini. Just another lazy cat day.
Yeah, it led to a cheat decade. That's what it led to.
This is a classic example of what it looks like after the snow melts in Wisconsin. All the garbage people forgot about. Alright, we all know when you go to a urinal, you're standing next to another guy who's also at the urinal.
Oh my god, dude. Is he about to tell us the urinal story? Is he about to tell us that when you see somebody's big dick, when you're sitting at a urinal, when you're standing at a urinal, you gotta say something about it story that he told Sydney Watson? I always half believed that he made that story up. Ain't no way that story's about to be actually verified.
You're sitting in an alleged 6-foot urine cloud. If you didn't know that, you're probably like, blech. But what's with old guys feeling like, hey, I can just rip ass here too?
It's bad enough I'm standing in your alleged urine cloud. I don't want to stand in your fart smog, too. It's gun world.
Okay, so he didn't tell us that story. All right, we were very close.
It's a gun world. If it goes boom or bang, we got it.com. Who's it tired?
I was about to say, no way. No way he's about to tell us when you see somebody's dick in a urinal.
Katie. Anybody?
He's such a fucking valley girl, dude.
That breaks behind the houses. I don't see what's strange about this. Tiny bubbles hang above.
Yeah, he's not even female coded. He's like transgender coded.
It's a sign that someone loves me. I can hardly stand upright. In my head upon the light. I have faith but don't believe it. It's not there enough to leave it.
What the fuck is it? Well, now I know for sure this fucking VOD. Again, I don't care, but I know for sure the VOD ain't getting monetized now. Is this? What is this?
On the table. Everything I love is out to see.
It's a type of rape that's gone overlooked for
What the fuck is this,
decades,
dude?
and it's risen 44% in the last year.
See, you do it to yourself, Jeremy. You do it to yourself. I wasn't expecting all these cuck and bull jokes to just like fall into my lap like this. But somehow you made it happen. Why are you like this? Every fucking piece of content, every fucking channel is just filled with shit like this. And then you get mad at us for putting the pieces together. It's like you guys are just coming up with conspiracy theories. What the fuck am I supposed to do about this, Jeremy? You put this in front of us. You put this in front of me, bro.
Talking, of course, about bro rape.
Squash. Dead. Disassemble. Dead. Disassemble. Dead!
Hey, slow down!
No disassemble!
Where are you going?
Just showing us videos that he just, like bootleg movies at a black barbershop.
Until it all goes numb. You are the wind, the flood, and the flame. Nothing here can get me away. You've come.
Is this all the music? Anybody from Wisconsin, can you tell me, like, is this the only music that they play in Wisconsin? They gotta play something a little bit harder than this, right? I'm not just like, if you like this music, that's fine, but they gotta play like something, right? There's gotta be one like real rock station or something in Wisconsin, right?
Hard to care what they say. Now you're the only thing in your way.
And that was his final video. That was how he ended it. He ended it with bro rape. And yeah, and then he just gave up. He gave up. His only attempt, a vlog styles channel where I take you on the struggles of being a fat bearded guy, hopefully entertain you a little and chat about what is currently interesting. I'm going to deliver 1 to 2 vlog style posts each week, one bringing you on my 100-pound journey to non-fatness and the other to hopefully entertain. So he lost, from what we saw, the most he ever lost in this whole video was like 3 pounds. He lost 3 pounds over like a week or two. And that was the most he ever lost. And as we know, what he said his maximum was like 380. So he would go on to gain 40, maybe 35 to 40 more pounds than he was at his heaviest during this. And that's the journey. That was the self-improvement journey of Jeremy Hambley back on between he turned 29 on his way to turning 30. And that was as good as it got. Anyway, that was I wanted to go through that real quick because I feel like we saw a lot. I feel like we saw a lot from Jeremy's inner psyche. This is the VOD playlist. This stream will also be going in there. I feel like we saw a lot from Jer, right? in this little stream we saw there. We saw a lot of why he is the way he is, his inner sadness especially. We saw a lot of his inner sadness come to the forefront. The shit that we thought was that's always been there, but it was very clear here in this little vlog style shit. Brad Corman, thank you for $2. The CIA is trying to keep a brother down. RIP internet. Scrimpin, thank you for $5. Driving in his truck, listening to his girl music. That's what he was doing. That's what a large part of these vlogs were. It was just him driving around listening to sad Valley Girl music the whole time. Very odd for a 29 going on 30-year-old man. Tez Libre, thank you for another $5. Breaking Cuck News, Alex Jones is currently platforming and promoting Aaron Emholt right now. Seriously? Hold up. I'll look that up in a second. Hold on. Magical Chipmunk, thank you for $2. He is just like DSP, lots of effort, zero creativity. Well, at least they're both persistent. Cartman, thank you for $2. This is Jared's equivalent to DSP's Project 7. Rogue Dio. Well, I say at least Project 7 has some demand, right? Rogue Dio, thank you for $5. You think he could still salvage his life if he quit drinking, be more healthy, live by his means, maybe save his marriage, start a family to be happy? Well, you can't start a family because he's shooting blanks. This isn't like Ethan Ralph. This ain't like the Ralph-A-Mail just getting every bitch pregnant that he gets up in, right? Like Jeremy does not have, his seed ain't that strong. It ain't that potent. He used to think it was his wife that was barren, but it might be, I mean, it could be both of them. It's very possible, but I think that it's him who's actually the problem in the equation. Chaos in Control, thank you for $1.99. There's only one hope for Jer now. Mukbangs. Woojime, thank you for $2. Thanks, Mikey. I had not laughed this much in a year. No problem, man. Nutman Forever, thank you for the 25. Ron. He's fat. He's a flaggot. He drives in the rain listening to Suffa Stevens. Suff Jan Stevens. Also, Chaz Arnable did nothing wrong. No, he didn't. So, hold on. Let me check this out. Let me check out this fucking Alex Jones, Aaron Emholt shit going on right now. Let me check this out right now. Is this real? Hold on. Wait, is it happening? Can I see it on Aaron's channel? Surely Steel Toe is streaming this. If Steel Toe is on this thing, right? Surely Steel Toe would be... No, he's not. All right, that's weird. Why would he not be? That's odd. Where could I find this then? Rusco, thank you for $5. Any mention of Return of the Mac and Cheese should require playing a brief clip from the song Return of the Mac. Was a banger from the 90s. If you don't know, of course I know. I'm black. Oh, it's on Kiwi Farms. Okay. The Kiwi Farms community feature. That makes this substantially easier. What the fuck? Let me see. Just go to the last page. Oh, is that where it is? Oh, here it is. All right, hold on. Let me play this for you guys real quick. Before we go out.
Doesn't it at least make you not excited, but like moderately hopeful that people are still seeking out this kind of content? That people still want to hear Alex Jones, because even though he sounds like a mad scientist, all of his stuff is it's documented, it's proven. It's all provable. They put $1 billion lawsuit on his head that he shouldn't have to pay for a bullshit case. And he's still doing it, and he's still plugging away, and people are still finding him, and millions of people are still searching him out and discovering his content and learning about this shit. I don't know, man. It makes me feel like, I'm not saying we're going to win, because I don't think we are, but at least we're not going to be blindfolded into the camp. You know, like it's going to take some force. You're going to have to force us.
Maybe I should have just gone to this instead. I'll actually just, all right, here we go.
I mean, I don't want to be Islam's trail. Lex, others.
Dan Blazarian. I don't know. That's kind of an L. That's kind of an L having this fucking grifter on your platform, though, Alex. Like, for real.
Somebody commit to this. These this
on it. She's a
internally that they put on policy reports.
I don't know. I can't see. I don't know. That's kind of an L, though. Having Dan Blazarian. Dan Blizz out his ass on your fucking platform. He is a massive grifter. Like, straight up. No joke. Did we get baited? I hope not. I'm probably just being retarded and I can't find it. Anyway, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for showing up for the quartering content, because you guys always do. People love the quartering content. But I'm actually going to have to finally do something different. I'm sorry, guys. We're actually going to have to do something different besides quartering this month. We can't just keep... I mean, he might do something retarded again and give us another reason to talk about him, because that seems to be all that he can do. He can't help himself. It's very unfortunate for him, but great for us, right? Because it is good content. Anyway, thanks for showing up, everybody, and I'll see you later. Oh, before I forget, Tommy C's Cat, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Flatty Steen, thank you for the 1 gifted. Nose Goblin 123, thank you for the 1 gifted. Wait, what a... Flatty Stein, thank you for another 1 gifted. And thank you. Keep ignoring the kickers. Can't do that. There will be a Kick exclusive stream this month.